Hello everybody, welcome to the second official stream of the Tournament of Enarion. I am your first host, Deep Voice Guy, and this is LT. Hi.
Good afternoon, Roleplay Hub. I may be new here, but I'm not new to the block. You may know me as Wibbler88 or Outer Asgog. Now, take it away, Deep Voice Guy.
Yeah, thank you very much. We have some amazing things for you tonight. We're going to start off with a few nice events, and we're ending it with a big-ass skirmish. We're going to start off with a jousting. How do you feel about that, LT?
Now, jousting, this is a game of trigger-tight precision. It's much different from one-on-one PvP, field PvP. These are people who are very precise, very fast with their fingers. They know exactly what to do when they're on those horses. You seen this before?
I've seen it before in the previous one, certainly. You may be new, but they are certainly very good at everything that we will see. The horses, of course, they are going to be different because they are, of course, going to be further bred. I'm certain of that. Some will be stronger, some will be faster, but I'm definitely sure they will all be extremely nice to see.
So you're saying these are kind of super horses, huh?
Super horses or whatever you wanted to call it. Maybe it will be the food, maybe it will be anything else. We'll see it later on, though.
Hey, big thank you to Milky for that $25 donation.
After that, we will be going on to Archery, which is, well, less about food, shelter, and strength, and more about precision and accuracy.
Yeah, it's a game of pure geometry, as they say, pure mathematics. I don't know much about archery, but I think the people there are pretty smart. What comes after that?
I certainly do. After the archery style will become the melee. Melee is purely combat and will only be used as swords, I believe. Maybe even some bows will be seen. I do think that it's going to be brutal, though.
Yeah. Now, are these one-on-ones or are these group fights?
As far as I know, I believe it's going to be group fights, just like the previous time. 3 versus 3. If I am incorrect, we'll be hearing it very soon.
Yeah, no, I've seen a lot of these people in the group fights on the field, and they are good at what they do. But in the arena, it's a bit different. So we'll see how that goes down.
The only difference I really see about the arena is that there are now 4 different types of towers that are currently being accessed by everyone. Furthermore, of course, the colors and some of the flags have changed. Of course, due to the recent changes of the biggest events in Enarion.
Go on.
That was my sentence.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know much about FRP itself. I've been a bit off the grid for a while. I do know a lot of the people here, like I said, so I can tell you about them, how good they are, what they do. But maybe you have to tell us a little about the lore of the server here. Why don't you start with our first team coming up, which is...
The first team, I believe, in the browse jacket is Brenna. Brenna is an elven country as far as, or elven human country as far as I know. It's
Aelin,
a little bit...
is that it?
Aelin. It is Aelin, I believe.
I've heard good things about them. I
believe it was the second part. Anyways, if it is Aelin, Aelin is definitely a full elven city. Country even, I believe it's made up of different parts as well. They are definitely strong. They certainly have a few of good fighters. I have practiced with them a few times, and that's going to be a seriously scary part to be, reckoned with.
Yeah, I've heard good things about their success on the server, and I've seen their build too. Huge props to the builders, whoever built Aelin. Good job. I'm a huge fan of Minecraft building. I just want to give you my love there.
To be honest, a huge prop to the builders overall in the entire server. If you look around the map alone, you're going to see a beautiful castle. You're going to see 2 beautiful castles, I need to say. Forests of custom trees. You see everywhere. You see things that are basically hand-built. It's beautiful in the entire server. For those of you who have never been on FRP before, I certainly recommend to check it out at least once.
No, I fully agree with you. This is a very beautiful map. Huge props to the owner, all the builders on this server. Huge fan of it.
Yeah, that's one way to actually get access to the server. Just be nice to the owner. Exactly. Anyway,
Now, how much time do we have until we start here?
I believe it's going to start soon. I see the first horse already inside
of the
second horse. The first 2 horses already inside of it. The first one will be between... wait, let me get the bracket open for you. The jousting bracket. It's going to be between Brenna and Collective.
Now, is this Brenna and Collective right here?
Brenna is a dwarvish human city, as far as I know. Far up in the far up in the north.
Yeah, far up in the north. We're beginning very soon between Lixies, representing what I assume to be the Dwarven Nation, and Rip Houdini from Aelin. Is that correct?
Say again. We're hearing something from the back office. Could you say that again, please? I didn't hear that.
Apologies.
I think that was not meant for us.
I don't think that was meant for us. Anyways, indeed, there are two players getting ready for the actual fight already. You can definitely see on one side you have a dark-skinned. I take it that he is from Brenna because they are mostly built like that. And on the other side you have, yeah, that's a knight of a dwarven/human community. That is probably Collective on the dark horse over there. And the colors of yellow and red.
Oh, yeah, I was looking at the archery bracket. You're correct. This is Collective.
Ah, that's right. Indeed. Yeah. Collective versus Brenna. Apparently there are some troubles in the back office. I'm going to just talk along. This is the first, of course, of all the fights, and the second one we have the round of Elba versus Aelin. That is going to be, I believe, 2 Elvens outposts. Aelin, of course, the main of all the Elven, the biggest country overall, fearsome and strong.
Great.
After that, you have the third. Great things are to be expected indeed. After that, we will be having Fermanagh versus Rainland. Fermanagh is, I believe, yet another Elven/human city, and Rainland is basically human, or at least it's in a human territory, but it is for all races to be able to join.
That's right. I have some experience with Rainland myself. We've been on their walls. They're fierce fighters. They got tall walls.
As I am a player within Rainland, I can tell you a lot about them. They certainly have some good fighters, but I am more afraid of Aelin and Brenna because I know that they have some extremely strong PvPers, which we'll be seeing in the melee and the skirmish. And
now you mentioned
round. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, there's some latency here. We're talking over each other without knowing. Now, you mentioned there is a new nation here you hadn't seen since your time here. Which was that, Fermanagh? Which one was that?
Fermanagh I have never seen before, no. I see their icon is a white sun over a black field. It's going to be... I'd like to see them. And in the 4th round, like I was going to say, it's going to be Feldans versus Glarinid.
Glarinid? That sounds elven.
Glarinid. That does sound elven very much. And Feldans with a Z. I have never heard of those two nations before either. I have been away for a while. It seems like it should be fine now. It's going to start very soon.
Yeah, hearing stuff.
The tension is rising. You can hear everyone already shouting in the stands over here. The stands are full, by the way, if you're looking around. So many people are not only spectating, but are shouting and are probably even are going to fight in this tournament.
Now, if you can see the polls, both jousters are lining up, ready to hit each other with their huge lances. And those things, trust me, I've been on the receiving end. They hurt.
It's going to go certainly. I hear a lot of people shouting "Go Collective." I'm not hearing anyone from Brenna. Probably Brenna has mostly fighters and are not really loud for themselves. Begin. The first round has begun and the countdown is going off. We're going to see what the first go around is going to be. If we're going to see a knockout right at the start.
Ooh, looks like no touch
right now. Did get very close though.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the strength is is way bigger than the speed right now of these horses.
That's right. Let's go again. You see him running.
They are
Any
running.
hit? Oh, we got one hit on Rip Houdini.
Coming.
Now, which country is a Rip Houdini from?
I believe that is from a collective.
So we got 1 point for Brenna so far.
Indeed.
See, second round. Ooh, another miss.
Another
Both
miss.
Parties. Another 5-second countdown. They're going again.
And
Ooh,
once
no
more,
touch.
they are going to go straight past each other. The power of the horses seem to be overpowering the riders for now, and they can't actually do anything against it.
Yeah, another close miss. Now, do you know anything about the rules of this competition? Are there dismounts here?
The dismount is indeed a possibility. The moment there is a dismount, it's an instant.
Ooh.
It's an
see that
instant
another hit?
knockout.
1 for 1. They're
Yeah,
both
I did
nations.
see that hit indeed. For now, it's going to for points. If it's taking too long, and wow, that was a
he's
double
down.
hit there, but it seems that Brenna is actually stronger than Collective for now.
Yeah, big credits to Rip Houdini from Brenna. He's got his opponent off his horse into the dirt.
That is a knockout. That is a straight point, straight towards Brenna.
Looks like they're going again. Or maybe? Here we go, another countdown.
Apparently, Brenna did not see the countdown.
Yeah, false
there.
start. There we go. Another miss.
Yet another one.
Yeah, looks like the riders are a bit uncoordinated there, but they're back on track now.
And once more, Brenna kicks Collective out of the saddle. That is already 2-0.
What a hit.
The crowd goes wild.
Yeah, you were right about Brenna being strong. They do have good fighters. They got good jousters. Excited to see what they'll do in archery, too.
I did not expect this, to be honest, because Brenna is mostly a mountain dwarvish human outpost, which I didn't really think they were very good with horses, but apparently I was completely wrong there.
Yeah, they got good guys.
They certainly do. Of course, we will be seeing a lot more. The strength of the horses, of course, it is apparently a very big thing. On the other hand, you have speed, which could also be a thing, because if you are first, if you are first at the enemy and without him expecting you to be there, you can get a good hit in without actually doing anything back.
So the round's been called for Brenna. The horses are being tied up. Looks like the next jousters will be coming in soon.
Indeed they will be. It seems like the horses are going to be used for every round, so it's not anything about breeding the horses. This is going to be very interesting. It's going to be purely of the skill of the riders, apparently. If we hope that the horses don't get tired before the rounds are stopping. Anyways, Brenna is going to go up. Collective is out already. The next round will be going to see Alba versus Alan.
Now, what was Alba again?
Alba is, I believe, a human country, a holy human country, which is referring to the gods.
Now we see Cloutfather coming here. Is he from Alba?
Cloutfather. Let me see him.
Because I'm only seeing one jouster right now. I'm not sure where this.
You're looking at usernames. I'm looking at the roleplay names.
Oh yeah.
For everyone in the arena currently, you can do /RP names and you can switch between usernames and roleplay names. On one side we see here Lunk with Itaur.
Oh yeah, looks
in
looks like our
beautiful
alien
shining
representative,
armor,
so-
but no helmet.
That's right.
And on the other hand, we see Magnus the Last Tie.
And we got big cheers for
in
Alba
yellow
from the
armor.
stand.
That is Aelin. Magnus is, I believe, Aelin. And then Lurk is Alba.
Whoa, we'll see who wins. Here's the countdown, and they ride. No hit.
No hit for now.
Another countdown. Here they go.
Another no hit.
And another miss.
Apparently I was wrong though. The horses do seem to be checked out this time.
Yeah. Oh, and Chwandi
Wow, that
is
was-
off.
Twandi is off as first. Wait, that's Twandi?
Right into the dirt.
Then I was wrong apparently. Then Lunk Gwethiar is Aelin, because I know that Twandi is Aelin.
Yeah, Chwandi is our alien rep here. I didn't catch that. Another miss.
Also, these youngsters seem to be way better in terms of timing than the previous ones.
That's for sure. Another miss. Currently 1 for Alba, 0 for Aelin. Let's see if Chwandi can take this back for his elven country. His beautiful elven country. Oh, he takes a little hit there. Does not fall off his horse, though. He's still in the game for now, I believe.
Barely sits in the saddle. In the saddle.
There they go.
Can't even talk anymore. Another one, no hits there. Twandi is not very stable currently.
Wonder how he's feeling right now. Yeah, you get those PvP shakes around the edge.
He
If you're
needs to
watching
knock off
now-
a little bit soon because if Cloudfather stays, then Island is already out very soon, while their horses are supposedly to be stronger than anything. And it does seem like the Island horse is stronger than the Alba horse. On the other hand, Alba can't really do... on the other hand, it all depends on the riders, of course. If they are really stable in the saddle, they can just stay seated and not get knocked off at all. Yet on the other hand, if the horses are overpowering, then the entire balance is out of place there. Now we have a few rounds going after each other where nothing really is happening. The speed seems to be a little bit too much for both parties.
We go at it again. Oh, and he's off. They tied it up.
It's 1-1 right now.
Good
Aelin
job,
actually
Aelin.
From 1 point behind, even though he does take a hit, he stays in the saddle because he was apparently, well, better in terms of balance.
Yeah, this is a close match for a first round.
For the first round in terms of the
First round, second match. First bracket.
First round, second match, exactly.
That's right. Little hit on Cloudfather. They go again. Another
Another
hit.
hit on Cloudfather.
Yeah.
Going on like this, Cloudfather may actually just faint in his seat before he actually gets a hit in. 20 seems to get actually good hits in right now.
Let's see
After
how it
having a
goes.
very slow start.
I have a feeling they're
Almost
reaching the
another
edge here.
one.
They got to be getting close.
Islands does seem to get actually a feel for it now. Ooh, almost a hit there.
Will one of them hit? Find out very
One of them
soon.
Was will next episode.
Another miss.
They're going past each other. They can't really seem to hit anything for now.
No ticks, no hits.
Seems to be Alba is having problems right now. They started off really good, but apparently their energy is up. On the other hand, you have Aelin on the other side, who seems to have energy for 3 people. I don't know what the elves did, but they certainly have chosen.
Oh, and he's off.
Alba is off. It's 2-1 for Aelin, and they actually go to the second round. Beautiful play there by Aelin once more.
Absolutely.
Aelin cheated, the Alba people say, but
No, I felt that.
nothing can be proven there. And how can you cheat at Joust? Apparently the horses of Aelin were just superior to the horses of Alba. Apparently it works better to actually train them than to give them your prayers.
It looks like we got one new rider already in the pitch. Now, who is this?
That was very quickly. There seems to be Flemish supremacy.
Now let's look at the bracket. Where could Flemish supremacy be from? Perhaps Firmana? Or
It's
no,
either
Rainland.
from Mana or
Rainland.
Rainland.
Flemish is definitely from Rainland. And we have
He
Lionfly.
certainly is. I know
Firmana.
that one.
I do know that one too.
Flemish has one hell of an armor there.
Yeah, quite a
a
neon red there.
blood-stained armor there.
Ooh.
On the other hand, you have Lionflungs with black-yellow armor. Looks a lot more majestic, but doesn't look as serious in it, or as
Oh,
dangerous. I
they're
should
already
say.
going. Oh, one hit on Flemish. One
It
little
did
hit.
seem
No
like a hit
dismount.
on
though.
Flemish, but we need to see. We need to hear from the admins there because it does seem like
Here we go.
Lionflies turned around there.
Hmm. Oh yeah,
It
they're
should have
saying
been
a
a
legal
legal
hit.
hit.
Another pass.
And the rules do say that you have to go straight in one side, and if you turn
right.
around to hit from the back, it is going to be a fold. Luckily, Flemish Supremacy stays seated in his saddle, so he has another chance. Maybe
Yeah, let's
maybe
get
it
a few
maybe
passes here.
it probably did some fire in his heart because he is going twice as strong now. Does seem like Firmana has a stronger horse though.
How do you figure that? Faster? Ooh, one little hit on line, please.
It does seem faster, but Flemish does have a stronger one. Apparently, his rage is indeed fuel because he is getting a very strong hit there.
Ooh,
Takes
and right
another
back.
hit. Stays in the saddle though.
Getting closer
Very
every time.
good play there. Oh,
Here.
Lionfly stays seated for some reason. Does not go.
Looks like there was a
Flemish
connection
does
issue
go
with
for
the
it, but
server.
we do need to wait for the admins to actually tell us if this is going to be a point.
Yeah, they declined that as a count. There was a little
Right.
server issue. Yeah.
Do we count this as a hit though? Because I do not see the count going up.
It
So
was-
apparently it has been voided
Yeah, it
entirely.
was denied. It was voided. Yeah. Here they go. Looks like
Flemish
we're
does not
stable again.
probably like that, especially after he's been hit in the back once.
Little hit.
Lionflies does get a hit, but does stay in the saddle. Flemish whirling
Flemish left the
around.
ball. Yeah.
Apparently, he had a little bit of a difficult time actually controlling his horse. Apparently, the horse is a little bit stronger than he is.
Yeah, not sure about the legality of
run off on
that,
his own.
but we're still going.
Another hit for Flemish Supremacy, who does take the most hits out there currently.
Here they go again.
And
Another little
come
hit.
by, and
but they do
Flemish
not want to
takes
fall out.
Another hit.
These are some tough jousters right here.
Lionflies takes the most hits, which does make seem that like Flemish has great accuracy in terms of jousting, but does not have the strength to put him out, put Lionflies out of the saddle.
Now, Flemius from Rainland is asking if his lance even
For a
works.
new lance.
I would definitely question that too. They've both gotten at least 5 hits on each other and no results. See, are they swapping out equipment?
The Rainlander's warrior is actually done swapping out of the lances. Hopefully, it's going to go better this time because if it does, then it's going to be very important for him. Apparently, Lionflies is also going for a new lance. A little bit of sharpened up. No, they are going for a new person. It seems like
Oh,
it's going to be a sub, is it?
I wonder why. Did they say?
And it's not being said. I don't really know what's happening. It looks like both parties swapping out because it doesn't look like anything
Huh.
to me.
I believe.
I
I
think
don't think
I
it
missed
was.
I
something
believe
there.
Flemish won that one. I'm not sure though.
Is that right?
He did get
We
three
are here-
successful hits.
Ah, so they're
We
counting
are
the right
hearing from
hits. Okay.
Yeah.
We are hearing from the back office that Rainland is actually winning because of the many hits that he did towards Firmana. Up to
Well,
the next
good
round
job,
is going to
Rainland.
be Veldens versus Glarinid.
No,
They're
Veldens
already
is a
on the
human
way, but
nation.
missing each other completely.
Let's talk about the
Lion
nations
Blakely-
while they pass now. So Veldens is a human nation, no?
Veldens is indeed a human nation. Glarinid is a elven nation.
A classic.
Lion
Conflict.
Bliati on the Dark Horse over here, I believe is from Glaren. PK Dunn, on the other hand, is from Feldens. I do know that for sure.
That's right. Oh, a little light hit in favor of
Little light
Feldens.
head. Feldens is going strong already.
Now keep in mind, our rep from Glarinid is not the real Lion Belletti. This is Lion Gliletti, so don't get confused.
I'm just going to say Lion because it's going to be very difficult to keep up with all names. Another pass. They can't really seem to hit each other just like the previous riders. Apparently they do need a warm-up, but actually, no, I was wrong. Feldens gets another small hit in. That's another point for him. Not a win yet. Apparently they have a certain amount of passes before they actually have to switch out. Currently Feldens is ahead with only a few points.
Ooh, another tap.
I need to say even more points. It's going to go on to 3-0 in terms of hits now. No out it is just yet. No, everyone's just stays in the saddle. Apparently they're gripping their saddles as much as they can.
Oh, they both hit
It's
each other,
a
but no dismount.
No dismount just yet. They all stay in the saddle once more.
It looks like Lion got a late start there.
That was a very late start there indeed. Feldens almost got something out of it, but Clarinet just stays in there for barely. Waiting for
the ref
another
calling
one.
something here.
Apparently there is going something wrong.
Yeah, the crowd is asking for calls.
Off your horses, sirs, says the tournament staff. It seems like the 5 hits has been made and Veldens is going on.
Oh, congratulations, Veldens.
Whoa, Clarinet is salty and kills and just downs the poor man from Feldens.
Well, they're definitely out.
Some salty behavior. That's going to be a disqualified. I do hope that I do hope for Clarinet that it won't have any impact for them in terms of the next rounds.
Yeah, hopefully not.
In terms of the next, in terms of archery or melee.
With that outburst,
if it does, if that is an
on to the
outburst,
second round.
that is some salt. That's going to be a bad name for the king or lord of Clarinet.
So in the second round of jousting, we'll be seeing, what was it? Brenna and Aelin?
We're going to see Brenna versus Aelin, indeed. And Elven versus Dwarfish Human.
Versus Dwarf. That is a classic.
It's a very Nordic. They certainly have a very thick accent. At one time I came by them.
So we have our fighters before, Chwandi representing Aelin, and Rip Houdini representing Brenna. These are both clearly very strong jousters. Let's see how they do against each other. Here's the countdown, and there they go. Light pass. A bit slow around the pitch from Houdini.
Nothing is happening just yet, but Rip Houdini does take the first hit. That makes Brenna already in a 1-hit up. And another pass. If they're taking too long, with 5 hits, it's going to go for one side already. Well, it did seem like Brenna did take a very late approach there. Didn't really seem to hear anything coming. Apparently he needs to turn on his sound a little bit more.
Another countdown. See if they get a hit. Ooh, nothing. These guys are dancing. These guys are dancing down the pole. They will not let themselves get hit.
Dancing around each other as well. Of course, we would prefer to see a knockout of the saddle. That's the most fun thing to see. Maybe a little bit of blood would be nice. That's
one hit
just another one for Brenna. That's already 2 hits to 0 for Aelin.
Oh, they got one back.
The third one already is going to go very quickly right now. Let's see if Aelin can actually get something out of this, because it's not going to go very quickly now.
That's right. See if you can get a dismount.
I do hope so. Maybe a little bit of blood from a very good hit. That would be nice to see.
Ooh, another
But
little
no,
hit.
Brenna is going strong with 4 hits already. 1 more hit, and they are going on to the next round.
Brenna may just have this in the bag.
Brenna still seem to like it, unless 20 actually goes for a knockoff. If he can manage that, then it's going to be so much more. But that was already a 5th hit. If we're going to see the and I do not see a next countdown, so that means that Brenna wins and goes to the the final.
Congratulations, Brenna.
Island is not going for the second or first place, but they still have a chance to go for the 3rd or 4th.
That's right.
Of course, bronze is not that bad of a placement. The next one is going to be what was it again? I don't know. Was it Rainland or Fermanagh going on?
I know Rainland won. Flemish did a very good job.
Rainland. Then it's going to be Rainland versus Veldens. That's 2 human countries going against each other. With, I believe, Rainland had the superior horse there. Of course, jousting is not only about the horses, but mainly about the riders, as we have seen so far.
We'll see who is the superior race. Let's see.
It's human versus human, so it doesn't really matter who is the superior race here. What does matter is if it's going to be prayer or pure skill.
Oh, that's right. They're already going at it. Oh, and Flemish is down.
Knockoff. Rainland takes a first down already so early on in the game. That is a knockoff.
I have to say, I am very surprised by that one. Great job to PK down on that hit.
Of course, it goes on, and Rainland does have a chance to get it back from them. The prayer has been hurt. It seems like.
Here we go. Ooh, Flemish won't let himself get hit after that one.
It does seem like it hurt it though. And on the pass, yeah, this is going to go on for this.
Ooh, a little hit in favor of Rainland, but no dismount yet.
Rainland is having a lot of trouble right now, and it does seem like they should have gone for a different jouster.
Oh! And a second dismount. There we go. Good job.
I believe I could see a little bit of blood coming from Flemish. That is going to be painful.
Man. The crowds are going wild right now.
From his queen, he could not take the first jousting to the queen. He can still go for, of course, for the 3rd place. It's going to be Brenna versus Clarinid in the final round for the 1st or 2nd place. Is it going to be the Dwarven Human Village or the Elven Village?
Well, they'll be showing the 3rd place bracket first, no?
I think so, because I see indeed 20 from Aelan versus Flemish Supremacy from Rainland. So these are 2 major countries, by the way. That's right. A lot of power, and they had a lot to do as well in the last major events in Enarion.
They'll be starting very soon. We'll see how it goes.
The moment the countdown hits, then it's going to be the actual honor, because these are the 2 biggest countries as of now.
The 2 biggest countries that are fighting for 3rd place.
Rainland, which used to be called Westholm, is the main human country. The biggest castle as well, with their own harbor and navy. Does get the first hit on Aelan.
That's right.
Aelan does not really have a marine fight. Rainland does get another hit. That's going to be 2-0 already.
Rainland is laying in his little hits, but no dismounts.
Of course, Aelan can still get it back just from 2 knockouts, even if it's 4-0 on terms of hits. Flemish does seem very strong right now.
I'm not sure if I saw a hit there.
That was not a hit indeed. A little bit more of information towards these 2 major countries soon. After the jousting is complete. 3rd place. You can really see the sweat coming off from the Aelan warrior.
I'm
he is
sure
really nervous.
He shakes right now. Oh!
But he does get a knockoff.
Oh, my
Even if Flemish did have 2 hits on the Aelan Warrior, he could not get it done just because he could not stay seated.
It looks like Flemish is a bit wobbly after his last round.
You cannot see
See
his
how it
face,
goes
but
from
he
here.
must be gritting his teeth.
So we got some rain coming in the arena right now.
F1 is actually going to take it back. It's going to... That is a comeback.
Oh!
But Flemish actually takes him out of the saddle this time. It's going to be
tied up.
knockouts for both, but hits for the Rainland Warrior.
Now this is getting tight, folks.
1 knockout or 3 hits for the Rainland.
Oh, they both hit each
That
other.
is a hit. There's going to be a tie already, 3-1 in terms of hits. It did seem... Whoa, that seemed like the Rainland Warrior went a little bit out of his way to
Yeah, I saw that.
get out of the way of the lance. Don't know if he was a little bit scared or if this is going to be some sort of strategy that he heard from his generals. But it does seem like they are going to pass each other a few more times.
Oh, and Schwandi's
gets
down.
out of his central, and the 3rd place, of course, goes to Flemish, which means that Rainland is going away with the 3rd place in the jousting tournament.
As they
Going
say,
on to
first
the
is the worst,
finals now, though.
2nd is the best, 3rd is the one with the big treasure chest, and that is going to Flemish Supremacy for Rainland. Good job, Flemish Supremacy.
He can take that home to his queen. On the other
Let's
hand,
see.
Aelan has been knocked out by the humans. That's going to be hurting.
What a shame. But that's still
Can
4th place.
you hear some mean things coming over from the stands here? A little bit of racism of long ears versus the swines of the humans. Very nice call outs, boys. Very nice calls. Now we're
So
going
we
to
got our
see
final match here.
Ricardini from Brenna versus PK Don from Clarinet. This is going to be dwarf human versus elf. I'm looking
That's
forward to
right.
this, to be honest.
Do you have a bet on anybody here?
I'm going for Brenna, to be honest.
For me? Yeah, it's PK Don.
Brenna is a very good, very good friend of Rainland, and as a Rainland warrior myself, I'll have to choose them.
Now, I have no political standings, but I believe in the power of PK Don. If you saw how fast he cut down his opponent, I believe in him.
He
here.
certainly did very good indeed. It's going to be very... But you do not need to underestimate Rip Houdini. Houdini is a very strong, especially on the horse.
Let's see him go. And they're off!
Who has the strongest
Whoa,
horse in
one
that
dismount already!
I need to take back my words I have said about you, because you were right on this one. That is the
PK
first
Don-
knockoff in the first hit already. This is
PK
a
Don
knockout.
did take a small hit, but he got his opponent off the saddle, and it's a huge advantage for him. So let's see him go
He is
again.
already on the Houdini is already on the chopping block, which is...
Oh!
On the other hand, that is a hit once more. This is going to be hits for both sides and a knock for both sides.
Perfectly tied up.
It's perfectly tied up. This is incredible. Oh, this is 2 passes and already two knocks and 2 hits.
Oh,
But
no!
Houdini
And PK Don
clutches
is
it
out.
and takes the win for Brenna straight home in the 3rd pass already.
Great
That
job,
was very
Houdini.
quick.
You definitely earned that one. But huge props to
That
PK
was-
Don for getting this far. You're a great jouster.
The champion is going to be Brenna for the jousting. Moving on, of course, there's going to be a next one. Archery. We're just waiting for the tournament staff to actually clear out the field for the archery. In the meanwhile,
Archery.
we can all celebrate that Brenna is the champion in the jousting tournament. Apparently, they do have the strongest horses. I did not expect that from a dwarven/human city.
Yeah, gotta give him huge props for that. Let's look at the archery bracket now. You want to pull that up?
Indeed, I will. Wait 1 moment. A little bit of information can be seen on the stream currently. And right now you can see the archery bracket. It's going to be a little bit different as I think it is. Wait, let me pick it up right now. It's going to be Aelan versus Brenna at the first round. That is dwarves versus elves elves who have, of course, a major advantage in terms of usage of bows and arrows, where Brenna apparently has the advantage in horses. Then in the second match, we see Fermana versus Collective. Then we will be seeing Alba versus Glarinit, and in the last one, Rainland versus Feldans.
Now, I have my money on elves in this test of archery, but who knows?
It is a test of archery, but it
Dwarves took the
seems like
test
it's
of
going to be
horsemanship.
seems like it's going to be a little bit different from the previous tournament. The previous one, it was going to be a test of archery who could hit the most in the most quickest succession, but this time it seems like it's going to be an actual battle.
Yeah, this is a duel of bows, isn't it?
It is. I see some wildfire being placed down.
Looks like they can shoot their arrows through those and light their opponent on fire.
But there are also a lot of pillars going to stand in the way of the bowmen. It's going to be very, very nice to be seeing this.
Yeah, I'm excited to see this. I wonder if they're wearing armor or not.
As I promised, though, a little bit of information about the kingdoms, as far as I know. The latest updates in terms of all the nations that I know is that there are currently navies being made. Of course, it could be for war between nations in terms of navy warfare, but could also be because of the increasing amount of pirates. Ever since the amount of trade over sea has also been increased.
Huh.
As far as I know, the Rainland Kingdom does have a big navy with their own shipyard at the moment. And Rainland does have a harbor, but I do not really know how to say anything about that, because I haven't seen any of the other countries or their navies. In terms of that, we'll be seeing a lot of improvements, of course.
Yeah, I've indeed seen the Rainland Harbor. I've seen their navy, and I've seen a certain staple of their combat, a man named Rikimaru. He swims in that harbor every day. He swims laps, and he's practicing how to swim. He's an excellent skirmisher, and I wonder if we'll see him in the archery test today, and that's Rikimaru. If you see Rikimaru, give him a clap on the back.
Give him a clap on the back for swimming. However, that is, of course, a Rainlandian then who's trying to learn to swim, probably from some lessons that he got from the Wiccans. The Wiccans are were a Nordic country. They were wiped out during the attack of the Dark Forces a little while back. Who, by the way, have all been wiped out. A little bit of applause for the warriors who have taken the entirety of the Dark Forces out of their stronghold. Well done. That was a major event as well.
We have both fighters coming out.
Brenna is a country, by the way, or a outpost which was really close to the Dark Forces, and that's probably why they are so strong. They had to survive with all the Dark Forces surrounding them.
Now let's talk about our fighters here who are coming out. We got Wolfdog, man I'm very familiar with. He's representing Brenna, I assume, versus from Aelin, Ryasaur. Beautiful Ryasaur. Let's see him shoot each other to death in this arena of archery.
We'll be seeing it very soon indeed.
Oh, it seems we've lost Ryasaur. Where did Ryasaur go? He seems to have left the arena.
He has left the arena indeed.
I wonder
I hope it's going to be a sub. I'm going to walk outside a little bit. It seems like he's talking to Blue Sensei. I don't know if it's going to be a sub or it's going...
Oh, what I'm seeing is that Ryasaur is from Firamana, so that may have been the incorrect challenger, because this should be Brenna versus Aelin. I wonder... Are we having a no-show here? I see equipment being passed around to Blue Sensei.
I see a lot of... Indeed it does.
Yes, this
Blue
should be our Aelin.
Indeed being from Aelin. Very good with the bow as far as I know.
You see Wolf Dog, he's pacing right here, he's getting ready, he's getting pumped up, he's getting hyped to shoot his opponent to death or be shot to death. Who knows?
Blue
Looks
Sensei
like
has
both
entered
fighters
the
are on the
arena.
field. And they are scoping each other out. They're casing each other's points out. One's on top. I'm not sure if they're supposed to be fighting yet, but we'll see soon.
There has not been a countdown just yet.
They're definitely getting ready, though. They're ready for the word. Blue Sensei
Soon
staring
TM.
across the field at Wolf Dog. He's eyeing that man up. Wolf Dog staring at the wood. I don't know if he's thinking of his parents or his dog, but he's got everything on the line here, I can assure you.
They both have that. These are two big countries with a lot on the line, especially Aelen, because they are supposedly to be better in terms of archery.
Well, we'll see about
Aelen
that. Here's the
going
countdown.
really close
There they
combos.
go.
They are going for really close.
That's right.
Brenna is taking around the pillar a little bit more, going for
it's
the
the fire,
actual
it's the fire.
wildfire.
Oh, we got one. We got. Oh, they're sticking each other with arrows. Looks like our Aelen rep
But
is
Blue
on
Sensei
fire.
is going to be on fire first. That's going to be a lot of damage done. And a lot of damage over time as well. Brenna does seem to be doing extremely well in terms
Oh, and
of...
Wolf Dog just set himself on fire.
That was not the smartest idea. Brenna is way...
Blue Sensei,
way
yeah, Blue
worse
Sensei has a
in terms
huge
of
advantage in health right
going
now.
on
That is
already.
right. Oh,
He
Wolf
is going
Dog,
aggressive
he's
as well.
still
Wolfdog is so low. He has to survive
Oh,
really now. And he
a sword.
couldn't.
down with a sword. Is that allowed?
And they were given a sword, so I think it is.
I wasn't sure if that was for personal use or.
That was not a sword, by the way. That was a dagger.
Oh, it was a very big dagger. But it looks like Aelen takes this one. Good job, Blue Sensei. Now, I'm not sure if there's multiple rounds or if that was the call for the match, for the bracket. So there's some silence, some deliberation.
Do not know. We are waiting for the...
Need an official call?
For an official call, indeed. It was going to be a countdown, and we know that it's going to be another round. And then it was 1-1. Halt. Okay, there's an announcement due to certain events. We will be restarting the event. It's only sword and arrow.
Yeah, we had some
not
super
allowed.
foods there. We had daggers in there. So yeah, we got to restart this and play by the rules. So they'll be swapping
That is a very big throw because Blue Sensei was far up front in terms of health. That is going to be a lot. That is going to be hurting right now.
And they're starting again. One little arrow.
Blue Sensei is starting out a little bit worse. Aelen is having a difficult time. After all, they did use all of their energy in the first time.
That's right. Ooh, 1 heart down on Wolf Dog. That might be 2 hearts.
That's
there.
a lot of hearts down. That is a lot of consecutive hits going on Brennan, who does get some time to eat actually and does heal up.
Yeah, he is healing. He's shooting fire.
He's trying
now.
to use the fire arrows as much as possible.
Fire, 2 fire, 3 fire.
3 in a row.
Blue Sensei's in trouble
That
there.
is a lot of damage being done. But
they're still tied up on health.
Is lower still. Brennan is a lot lower currently. Of course, he does get some time to eat and does heal. Blue Sensei does not take that chance.
Blue Sensei's 10 hearts
Does take the
10
chance
health
now.
down.
They are spamming the bow right now from very close range, doing a lot of damage to each other. Now, right now, it's just about who can track the best. And it does seem like Brenna is having a very much easier job doing so. Getting a lot more hits in. Almost Aelen runs into the fire, having a lot of difficulty here, trying to get out of the way of Brenna.
Playing around the cover here.
Is being eaten. Some more is being eaten.
Ooh, fire on Brenna.
Is on fire. Both are on fire.
Oh, be careful, Blue Sensei.
Blue Sensei is already at 20 health, while Brenna is also at 20 health. It's going up very even here.
That's right. They're
I would not want to say who is going better currently.
Ooh, 1 hit on Wolf Dog.
I know now who is going better. Blue Sensei is almost double the health of the Brennan warrior. The dwarf has a very hard time. Tries to go for wildfire once more because it does deal a lot more damage. Of course, these fire arrows are very dangerous in such a wooden arena.
Well, hopefully that won't be an issue because this would.
That won't be an issue, I think, because the tournament staff are doing an incredible job.
That's right.
The Brennan Warrior getting a lot of consecutive hits in while Bruce Sensei tries to eat some and does heal up. Brennan Warrior is running around trying to go for the Wildfire once more. Cannot seem to hit anything because of the pillars standing in his way. Bruce Sensei is giving another chance to eat and does heal up all the way. They are back in full health already.
Full health.
It's going to be a very difficult scenario because it's going to take a lot longer this way. Now, of course, you could see the arrows sticking out of each other. They are going for a very close range. They got the call. They have to go for. They have to go do it quickly. The Alien Warrior is a lot better on close range, it seems like, because he is at 30 health, while the Alien Warrior is still almost full.
Yeah, they're duking it out here.
Is being done.
Faces.
They are duking it out. Their arrows should be almost empty. Their quivers are full, by the way. They are stacked. They are going up pretty even right now.
About 3 hearts.
Wolf is taking a lot of damage at the same time. A lot of.
Can he tie it up? He's tying it up. Oh, he's managing health now.
Going down.
Blue Sensei's 1 hit. Who's gonna do it? He's running. He's running.
He needs to heal. He needs to heal, but he can't.
So close. Oh, and Brenna takes it. Good job, Wolf Dog. That was a test of endurance, and you got it.
That was really close.
Wolf Dog was down in hearts by a long shot, but he tied it up and he brought it home. Good job, Brenna. Good job, Wolf Dog. And that was a fair fight.
Once more going to the next round, apparently. Unless it is going to be a best out of 3. In that case, then Elena still has a chance to take it back. But we will see it soon from the tournament staff. And the shout has been done. The Brenna wins and advances to the next round. Alan is out already once more. This time it's not a second place for him. Or not a third place for them. They will be going all the way back.
They are in the dumps. They are in the salt mines. Let's see who's up now. We got Skippy. Skippy 369 on one side. Let's see. We have yet to see our second fighter.
Mana versus Collective. I do not know these countries, so I do not know who is fighting for who, but we will probably hear
Skippy is from
very soon. Ryasaur.
And Ryasaur is from Fear Mana. That is correct.
Ryasaur is from Fear Mana, indeed. So we know that Collective has sent our Skippy.
Our Skippy. We love Skippy. But we love every competitor here.
We love most competitors. Those who do not do good, we do not like. We want to see some blood. We want to see some good fights. If you can't not produce, we do not want to see you.
Looks like they're equipping up right now, getting ready, getting ready for the
eating themselves full indeed.
We got shouts for Skippy Bronzebeard from the crowd. Huge support from the fans.
Ryasaur is using looks like both are using Dragonwood bows. Those are very expensive to actually make because Dragonwood is very rare.
Waiting from the calls from the officials to start the fight, and here we go. Here's the countdown. And they're going. One shot from Fear Mana.
That's a very early.
Take advantage.
None have hit each other currently. Ryasaur is going for the Wildfire while Skippy is trying to do some jump shots.
Ooh.
That was a shot through the Wildfire, but
it didn't catch
light him on fire. Ryasaur having a very difficult time currently. Skippy going for the Wildfire this time around.
Ooh, and
does not take on fire, but does take a Wildfire arrow there. Ryasaur is going to heal up, same as Skippy.
Ryasaur is taking the advantage in health now.
But it's only a little bit. They need to go a lot. They need to do better.
Yeah, it looks like these two fellas are. Oh, here they go.
Skippy
they were
taking
it
close range
farther.
He is very certain that he has better aim, or at least better reaction time, which doesn't really seem to work out for him.
Ryasaur should have.
Going back for the fire once more. Indeed, the Wildfire is going to be a big thing. But nothing is really happening right now. They're going to meet in the center. Ryasaur having 5 less HP already. Going for some hits with a punch. Not doing any damage because it's barely doing anything. Especially with the armor on. Ryasaur is having very many difficulties with his health. Skippy is trying to take the long range, allowing Ryosaur currently to eat, which Ryosaur is not taking.
Big hit on Skippy. Like I said, these two guys are very confident in their accuracy. They're trying to go very far away in their shots. But here comes Skippy, trying to seize the advantage
for the short range.
But they're punching. They're punching.
Ryosaur is trying to actually do some
fire
punching
on
to
him.
create some
Spam in the fire.
On the other hand, there is a 10 health difference, not anymore.
That's right.
There is now a 2 health difference, with Skippy being in the lead with 3 health currently. Being down by 2 health, actually. It's going way quicker than I can actually talk. Skippy is trying to eat some, trying to heal up some. Ryosaur is not as smart as he.
Oh, and he's down.
Gets punished for it. Which puts Skippy, and therefore... therefore it's putting from mana, I believe.
Skippy is from the collective.
The collective.
Skippy Bronzebeard from the collective has seized the match. Now we're waiting for an official
collective
call.
Of guilds, apparently. I just got the information. The collective are a bunch of merchants and engineers and builders.
The official call is that the collective wins this round, this first round, and he will be going up against Brenna next match, if I'm correct. But
indeed,
that'll be the next bracket. Next will be Alba
that will only be in the second round. The first round is still going on with Alba versus Glarenwood in the third match of Archery.
We have one fighter ready. We've yet to see our second man. Skippy's currently pulling arrows out of himself in the underground. But he's a tough guy.
The underground.
Or what do you call it? The portcullis. I don't know. Looks like we have people geared up outside. I'm not sure if they're fighting yet or soon.
Alba saying
here they are.
Just training the gods.
They were teleported in.
Let's see if the gods actually do favor the archery this time, because they did certainly not with the jousting.
Let's see, they seem to be equipping right now. Got Transistor on the... No, I'm not sure which is which.
Red rules on the what I believe is going to be Alba, and Transistor is going to be for a dark elf fighting for Glarenid.
Yeah, that one makes sense.
Or Glarenid.
Looks like Transistor's
already a few hits in. That is.
Now I see a bow laying on the ground there.
Transistor is having a worse bow apparently. Is being given a dragonwood bow this time, because the damage that he is putting out is not as big as that of his opponent, which now has been fixed. So now the damage is being dealt in full, where I believe that Glarenid is going to be actually better than this, because holy arrows are not doing as much damage as pure skill it does.
Well, Rabbit Rules is down half of his health.
Range.
The Transistor sees this.
One
hit.
Is
one more hit.
Very strong.
And he'll be down. He has exactly half a heart left. And he's down. Perfect match.
He's down without Transistor not even being hit once.
Well done, Harrison.
That was a very solid round there.
Everybody in chat say, well done, Harrison. Good job, Harrison.
Harrison, damn. Glarenid is apparently indeed elves are indeed scary in terms of bow usage.
Yeah, and you can see that there. Perfect match. I'm impressed. Let's see, that's an easy one for them. And next up, in our fourth match in the first round, we'll have Rainland versus Valdens. Another human versus human violence. Let's see how long they take to get on the field. See Rikimaru gearing up outside the arena.
Rainland versus Valdens. That's going to be a very nice match to watch as well, because there are two humans going to fight each other this time. Humans are average at literally everything, so it's going to be fun to watch.
No, I wouldn't say average. I would say balanced.
Good call.
It looks like we have Ruziel entering the doorway. I'm not sure if he's a competitor this round, but we'll see in a second once the officials teleport him in. Here we go. We got Urzel inside. And our second man, Rikimaru. Rikimaru has entered the field. And this guy is a menace with the bow. Trust me, he is a menace.
I haven't seen him just yet, but I know that his sword fighting skills would be very up to date. That means that Urizel is going to fight for Veldens. Am I saying that correctly?
Veldens.
Veldens.
Here they go. Rikimaru is Rainland, and I've seen him on the field, but it could be a bit different in this tight arena.
And he is going already very
he is taking
strong,
the advantage
getting
hard.
a lot more hit.
This is just like the last round. He's already half advantage.
Incredibly strong.
Oh, I'm having a bit of a connection issue here. Is everybody good?
I am definitely not, and I can see that Rikimaru is still going strong, being hit only
Rikimaru
once.
is still going.
It's getting hit a lot of times, actually. The trains are now being done. Urizel.
He's trying to eat. He should have the last hit here. Rikimaru gets a hit.
And Rikimaru is going for some parkour, getting a lot of hits in at the same time.
And that goes to Rikimaru. Good job, Rikimaru. Good job, Rainland.
What I'm going to watch forward to is the fight between Rikimaru and the archer from Clarendale. Because those two are definitely have been the best.
Rikimaru and Transistor, I guarantee you that'll be the final, and that will be a joy to watch.
Of course, this was the fourth round of the fourth match of the first round, and we're going now into the semi-finals between Brenna and
the Collective.
I believe it was Collective.
Yeah.
Collective, a bunch of merchants. Apparently, they could buy the best bows out there because they did get into the semi-finals with it.
See,
of course, it could also be a sort of scientific new form of practice. Wolfdog versus Skippy. Wolfdog, of course, from Browner, and Skippy from Collective.
Yeah, and they've entered the field. They're going to be gearing up very soon. They're currently naked, staring at each other across the pitch.
Probably waiting for the tournament staff to actually do something about that, getting them all the gear.
Yeah, Calmunus is currently supplying them, getting their bows.
It looks like they are not being given any armor this time.
No, they got armor.
Right? Yeah, he is. But Skippy is not putting it in his armor. He doesn't want his armor and is very, very certain that he will win, or he was not given any armor, in which case, well, it's a little bit rigged. For the Collective, he says.
Oh, there's his armor. He was just taking up some time to boast.
And he just did some bronze beard longbow.
Now here they go. They should be starting very soon.
Does seem like the Collective is using their own bows.
Here's the countdown. Let it rip. Here they go. First shot fired into the pillar. One hit.
Second, the first hit has already been done. Skippy is going for a head start on Wolfdog, but the train has been coming in already, and Wolfdog is going ahead by far, actually. That's already 10 damage difference, which is pretty big. Wolfdog tries to go for a little bit of flame damage, which not really went through. Skippy now out in the open. Does get a hit in, but not very much. Almost gets caught off by Wolfdog.
Yeah, Wolfdog's got an advantage of health here,
actually
but
get something
Skippy's
to
healing
do.
up.
He is healing up indeed. Wolfdog does get a hit down now, but a lot of eating is being done by now. If they are going to go like this, they will not reach the finals.
Ooh, Skippy's taking advantage and tied back up. Wolfdog's... Oh, they're
Wolfdog
perfectly tying it up.
Dead.
Almost. Oh, and Skippy gets a surprise shot around the pillar. Incredible job, Skippy.
Camping. If this was CSGO, he would be flamed upon.
That's a huge props for the Collective, for the Dwarven race. Good job, Skippy. Personally, I expected Wolfdog to take that one, but Skippy was the better archer.
Actually, apparently the Collective just has better bows.
Is he burning his gear? Is he that upset? Yeah, it seems Wolfdog is throwing his gear into the fire.
That is once more some salty things.
So Collective has officially been confirmed as the winner. Next will be seen Veldens in Glarinid. That is PK Don and Transistor, no?
Indeed it is. This is going to be
They're already on the field.
Rikamaru versus Transistor there.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be the fight that I've been waiting for. From the first round, we could see that they were both incredibly strong.
That's
But
right.
barely
And this
getting any
is
hits
a
in.
fight of two insanely powerful mathematicians. In their heads, they are calculating every angle, every little gust of the wind. That's all going on in their heads, above their eyes. They know where those arrows are going perfectly. They can curve them.
With
They can drop
Rikamaru
them.
getting a
Look at those
little
trades.
bit
Look at those
of-
trades. This is master geometry. Look at those
Transistor
trades.
has to pull back a little bit because Rikamaru is going way stronger currently. He knows exactly where Transistor is going to go.
And these
They're
people,
both
they
going
have,
to
they
go
have
back for a little
eyesight.
bit of eating.
They can see things we can't even understand. This is how, like, they're all the way across the arena. It's like they're right next to each other. I can't even begin. It's making me freak out. These people are just so good. Rikimaru and Harrison, they're god. They're PvP archer gods.
Rikamaru is ahead with almost 10 health right now, but he allows Transistor to heal up, which is going to be
they're
very
going
difficult for
slow
him
here.
the moment that they go.
They're trying to clip each
Just-
other's hitboxes around the blocks. Ooh, Enrique's going for it.
He hears the eating,
Little
and he is
miss.
going for the close
Yeah.
range fighting.
Oh, Enrique's got a little advantage. He's got one shot advantage.
Traded out already.
Oh, Transistor's
They are
losing
trading out
here by
everything.
half.
They are going equal
One
because
hit.
they are both incredibly good.
Joe
Transistor
and
is
Rikimaru
down
takes
and
it!
Taken down.
Harrison is down. Great job, Rikimaru. What a fight.
Ooh, the Dark Elf could not keep up with the human there. Brainland moving on.
I had
to the
hope in my
next
heart for
match.
Rikimaru, and he saw it through. Good job, Rainland.
This could be Rainland this time with the actual win because, as far as I've seen, these two were the best of the best as far as I have seen in the entirety of the archery part.
So next we'll be seeing Transistor repping the Dark Elves versus, what was it? Yeah, Brenna. Wolfdog on Brenna. We'll be seeing them duke it out.
Very
See,
Nordic
Transistor's
country.
ready.
Apparently, they're better with horses and with sword/axes than with actual bows. Of course, they are better than Aelan, which of course is also an elven country. So they are certainly a force to be reckoned with.
There he goes, gearing
They
up.
are both gearing up. They're not shaking hands. They do not want that, apparently. Event manager having a little bit of difficulty here.
Yeah, he made a call, but no info.
No one
Here we
is
go.
apparently moving on.
Here
Wolfdog
goes the
takes the
Dark
first hit.
Elves
Transistor
and
is going for a
Veldens.
very close range. He knows that
Or Brenna.
Wolfdog is not as great on that close range. Tries to spam as much as he can, but Transistor is already low
He's
on
taking
health.
it heavy.
He needs to
He's a
take a
pin
lot of
cushion right
hits.
now. He's running. He's trying to use that
Wolfdog
pillar.
has only lost 10 HP. Transistor working around the pillar, doing it a
he's-
lot better than Wolfdog.
Ooh, he's taking it back. He's trying to take it back, and I think he will. See how it goes.
Does he though? They are
Ooh,
currently
got
even in
little
terms
hits
of
in.
health.
Yeah, perfectly even.
They are perfectly even, but it's all about trading the arrows now, and it's
these
still
little
going
tight
equally
hits.
strong.
Oh, big
However,
hit.
Transistor is
Oh!
way lower. Who does take the final hit on Wolfdog and takes the third place in the archery.
Great job, Transistor. Everybody give Harrison a clap on the back when you see him.
That is Glarinid for a third place already.
And after that, we moved into the final round, and that will be, what was it?
Rainland.
Rainland versus the Collective, no?
Collective.
That's right.
Indeed.
It's like Rikimaru was already
This is
ready on the
one
field.
major-
He's geared up.
This is one major country versus a relatively new country.
Mm-hmm. Looks like both fighters are ready. They might be eating up, getting those arrows out of their knees.
I hear Father Lucas shouting here.
I'm being told this is Veldens versus Collective.
Veldens. Veldens. Wait. Wasn't
I thought
wasn't
Rikimaru was Rainland. I'm not sure though. I'm being told by staff that Rikimaru is repping Veldens, but that seems to be correct. So we'll go with that.
Collective versus Veldens. Just seem like it indeed.
Waiting on the official call, and we'll see him shoot. Here's the countdown,
And apparently he is
and
from
they're
Veldens.
off. Here they
My
go.
money is in Rikimaru in this one.
Oh, he's taking the
He
fight
is
to
doing
Skippy.
a
Check
lot
that
more
out.
damage. He is going for so much damage in the same in one quick succession.
Oh
Skippy is
my-
trying to run, but cannot
Oh
hit
my
anything.
goodness, Rikimaru!
Skippy
He's
is
just a
being
menace.
destroyed.
It's not even fair to watch.
This is just bullying, as far as I know of. Skippy is doing some damage.
Oh, Skippy's Oh,
But cannot take it back.
Rikimaru
because
was playing with him. He
Rikimaru
was
was
tossing
just
around like a toy.
Great.
What a taunt! What
That
disrespect!
was one
Skippy's there. in the
hella
dirt.
quick round there.
Rikimaru gives him a little touch.
still on full HP almost.
Oh,
He's
my
ended the round with
goodness.
36 HP, taking the championship for Veldens.
Well done, Rikimaru. Well done, Veldens. Got a good guy there. So that wraps up the archery bracket. What do we got next, Voiceman?
Next up is the melee.
Melee.
We're going to start with Vermana versus Brenna this time. Then we're going to see Veldens versus Collective. After that, the Rainland versus Glarinid. And then as last one, Aelin versus Alba.
This should be fun. And these melee fights will go very quick. These are up close and personal fights of fast clicking
Looks like
and
there's a
accuracy.
little bit of a bug going on here with a torch that has fallen off the middle pillar. A little bit weird there.
Staff is currently set up the arena. We'll see who our fighters are soon enough.
Then going on the melee, this is what matters most because in terms of PvP, sword fighting is going to be the most done. Archery is done a little bit, of course, just to get some chip damage in, but it all comes down to who can click the fastest.
That's right. This is the most important part of any PvP. It's clicking face to face. But on the field, it's a whole different ball game from in the arena. This is tight combat, close quarters, up close and personal. There's no running, there's no fleeing, no kiting, and it's swords only. So we'll see what kind of breeds of people they're bringing in here. I've yet to see any of the fighters. We might have one here hit the lotto.
We see that the first one is getting ready indeed. It is going to be, just like the previous time, it's going to be a 3-on-3 battle.
Where we have a bit of a mess here in the tunnel. We might have Seasalls here. Is that the real Seasalls? Can we get a confirmation from staff? Is that the real Seasalls?
There are 4 people in here. Wait, is this going to be a 4 versus 4?
Oh,
That's
this
going to be
would
a step up from the previous time.
Yeah, I'm being told this is a 5v5, not a
A
personal fight.
5v5 even.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's going to be very interesting to watch.
Yeah, it's got a whole team gathering in here, but I don't see any indication of a second team yet. But like I said, there's no kiting, no running away. This is a quick, bloody, and decisive fight. Whoever's the most precise and the most aggressive will take it home, I assure you. Yeah, looks like they're
There's
being
going to
set
be
up
4
now.
different weapons as far as I know. There's going to be a blade, a polearm / halberd, a warhammer, and an axe. And of course a dagger for everyone, and a shield. And probably as well as a bow. But we will be seeing that very soon.
Yeah, I'm looking in the chest here. They've got They've got their blades, got their halberds, got their warhammers, their axes, parrying daggers, and shields. All tournament approved, of course. No funny business here. And they will take a bit to set up, but it'll be fun when it starts.
It's like there is a little bit of a hole in the wall here.
Yeah, I've yet to see any show from the second team. Not sure where they could be. They could be moving in here. I see gear being passed around in the back. We'll see him on the
Houdini
field soon
taking all
enough.
the food from his fighters. In the meanwhile, let's talk a little bit about the layings and politics of Enarion. Currently, as far as I know, there is a amount of peace going around in Enarion, especially after the Dark Forces have been eradicated from the lands. And then mostly from the Dwarven ruins all the way up in the north. Beautiful city it is, by the way. It's entirely underground. I've seen it once. It's big as well. It's incredibly big.
I see. You know, I know nothing about that, but that's very interesting.
It's exactly as you would expect from a dwarven city. It's entirely made underground inside of a mountain, with a big, very big entrance, and the entrance of the mountain, of course. Outside of the mountain, there is a quarry, there is a few houses, a little bit of a marketplace, and of course the cemetery, because they do not want them. They do not want to have all the dead dwarves apparently inside of the mountain. Apparently that haunts, which has been proven since, well, it has been taken over by the Dark Forces. Lately, all the other nations have put their hands together in a one all-out attack to get the Dark Forces out of said mountain. It was a very big battle. We've seen a lot of incredible things there. Death Knights, we've seen incredible giant skeletons. We've seen monsters that you would never see without going against the Dark Forces, of course, like Wraiths, like, well, everything really.
No, I know nothing about any Dark Forces, but we have one team taking the field. That's the reps from Firmana. That's 5 fighters. We got Lion Files, as you can recognize from the Jousting. She went down, but she fought hard. We have Cloutfather, also Jousting. We have Astronox. He's a bit shaky, a bit jittery right now. He might have the PvP shakes. It's always a bit of a nerve-wracking experience doing these melee combats. We got Silvar RR _ and Memes and Glory. And Memes and Glory, I hope he brings us. And it looks like the Brenna team is still getting equipped in the tunnel. They've got their chests and their swords laid out, prepping for the fight. Hopefully they're not doping up back there. No strength potions, no health potions. Let's keep it a fair and clean fight. But yeah, the
We don't
Firmana.
know what they do before the match starts.
If
Of course, there
the
are
cameraman
there
can
are
look at the
potions.
Firmana team. The people who are on the field. Yeah. Do you want to give a good look at the Firmana team? They are ready to fight. They're roaring, they're hopping. Look at Cloutfather hopping. He's happy, he's excited to be here. And the crowd is watching. They'll be watching for any funny business, any eye gouging, any crotch punching. Let's keep it good and clean. But keep it bloody, like the voice man says.
Indeed, this is the melee. We want to see some blood. We want to see some knockouts. We want to see some good fights. And we want to see it going brutal as well.
So if the Brennan team is almost done getting set up, they might just be getting food and they'll be ready to come out the door and get the fight on with Firmana.
Of course, it's going to take equally much time as it has
here they
been in
come.
the previous one. Seems like a lot of sword breakers are coming out. Sword breakers are doing a lot of parrying instead of actual damage. Which, of course, is equally important.
That's right. We got 2 Brennan men on the field. They should be almost done.
Looking
getting
what kind
equipped.
of... They are going for the diamond side versus the Firmana, with the Firmana going for diamonds and Brenna going for the lucky clover. Not lucky, no, just the regular clover.
Yep,
Never mind.
Just 3 leaf clovers. No extra luck for
Just
them.
relief.
All right, we got all 10 fighters on the field. They should be ready to fight. We'll wait for the
They
official
should be ready to
countdown.
fight indeed
Anthony
any
charging.
moment. This is going to be amazing to watch. I can tell you that much.
Brenna Stwong, I hear from the crowd.
Ranastwang.
See, and Brenna is humans and dwarves, it looks like. As I can see from their lineup
Ranastwang,
here.
Ubu. Quite indeed.
It looks like their fighters are mainly human, if not exclusively human. Odd choice.
Maybe they wanted to put in a little bit of heart.
All right, here's the countdown. And
Rather
here
than actual
they
strength.
go. Starting off with arrows.
Of course, doing a little bit of chip damage, very important. Then going
Yeah.
then going close range to do the actual damage. But there's going to be seen here already a little bit of a clash going on between Perm and Memes.
It's they're
We're
pulling back
both
now. I did not
already
expect. I did not expect arrows to be flying here. Looks like we have a repeat of the archery tournament.
A lot.
Yeah.
Of course,
the
the
arrows are
everything is allowed.
Oh,
They are
got them.
going. They are going
There
for
they
a
go.
frontal
There they
assault
go.
right now. There's a lot of chaos going on. A lot of actual fights.
I'm worried about
there is
the Brent
already
side.
one clover going down.
Oh, we got one down. Yeah.
2 down already.
There's one clover just
Their
standing.
mana
and
is
watching.
going incredibly strong. With 4
Here we
people,
go.
with 4 members alive, they have won the first round already.
That's Brenna. That's Brenna who won.
That's Brenna? Brenna
that's
is
Brenna.
diamonds.
Yeah.
Brenna is
Those are
diamonds,
some
and
very,
they will
some
continue
very
the next war.
experienced fighters on the Brenna side. They knew what they were doing there. Now I'm not sure if this is a one and done deal or they're doing best out of 3. Wait for an official call on that. Oh yeah, Brenna has won. There's the official call.
Brenna
Good job,
has
Brenna.
won. Apparently, being a new country is not the easiest because you cannot have the experience of battle that Brenna does have. And it seems like that is a very big part to this battle.
Experience
Which,
is
in terms
key.
of that, if experience is indeed key, then it's probably going to be Rainland and Aelan who have the massive advantage over all the others, because they have definitely the most experience in terms of combat.
Now I'm not sure about that. This Brenna lineup is certainly some huge industry vets. So we'll see how far
That's
they get.
definitely scary.
So who are we going to see next? Are they lining up again?
No, I think they're going out, but they're waiting for
Oh
the
yeah.
tournament admin to actually do it.
Bit of a slow setup for this one. You got to get 10 people equipped and ready and in.
Can I have a shout out to this arena, by the way? Looking beautiful here. And as well
Yes,
as the
it's cool.
weather, making it extra nice.
Very good job in this build. See, they're
What
still
a
hanging out
lead.
here, ready to be conveyed out. See, Brenna is out. They're getting unequipped in the back. But the Firmana guys are hanging out for now. Shooting in the air. Maybe they're trying to shoot down that hot air balloon. And me and Voicen, by the way, are in the hot air balloon. We're watching from above. We are physically up here.
If only.
You just can't see us. We're pretty small.
Talk about yourself. I'm a Rainland warrior. I'm massive.
What was that?
I used to be a Wiccan. I'm massive. All the Wiccans
Oh.
are extra strong, extra big.
Yeah, Wiccans are big guys. Although, do the Wiccans have any representation in this tournament? I don't see any people from the
Not
Wiccan Nation.
anymore. They have
people.
during the War of the Undead, the Wiccans have been entirely wiped out and have merged. The few survivors have merged together with Rainland.
No, so, yeah, last I heard, there was some drama in Rainland, and the Wiccans had some sort of rebellion. I'm not sure what's going on there, but wish them the best. Wish them all the best. We love them.
We're a little bit off grid with the current leadership and how they do things, but we'll figure it out. Do not worry.
Let's see if our next fighters are getting set up yet. Looks like we got the same guys still down there. Not sure when we're going to see the next team. They seem to be just hanging out in here.
Of course, the admins, the tournament staff are doing all they can, and it's not going as fast as they would want it. Of course, that is going to take some time.
Yeah, we could be waiting on the next fighters even. And the next fighters would be, if we check the bracket, Veldens and the Collective on the field. 5 from each side. That is
Veldens
humans
has been
versus
going
dwarves.
incredibly strong during this entire tournament.
That's right.
But will the experience? But will the amount of skill and talent do up for the amount of experience that they have currently?
Yeah, if you want to turn the camera up to the south, is that Aelin in the background? Is that the Aelin city?
That is
south.
not the Aiden city.
What is that?
That used to be an elven city, but I believe it is currently empty and one big labyrinth, since
that
nature
right?
has taken over big time.
I thought Aelin kind of looked like this, but I could have been thinking of something else. Yeah, it does
I'm
look a
not
bit overgrown.
sure. Does look very overgrown.
No,
you
I
are
see
right.
people in here. I
Indeed
see
Aelin.
people in here.
It is indeed Aelin.
Yeah, that is indeed Aelin. My intuition is correct, as always.
Your intuition is indeed correct as always. And some flying glass for some reason.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back to the arena, fly back in my hot air balloon, and see what's going on.
For the FRP staff, maybe that's the thing you want to remove. Flying glass.
Let's see. We still have the Brenna team in the tunnel.
Owner,
getting
if you're
geared up.
watching. Please, Mr. Samra.
It looks like the Firmana team has ungeared. They're returning to the stands to watch. But, oh, new team getting teleported in. We got Rikamaru. We got the Triple X Temptation, the rapper, the real rapper. We got Terry Madilan, and we got
XXX Temptation, hey.
an Electric
I see
Charge.
you.
Now, Charlemagne, this man, Charlemagne, he is, I would say, the best PvPer I've ever seen on the field. But
I
the arena's a
have
different game.
not yet. They are going for the hearts. Veldens is going for hearts this time around. We're currently waiting for the collective. Also, Charlemagne may be pretty good, but I have seen better people.
Well, I think we got a missed call from the staff. As the collective has won. I'm not sure.
Collective should not have won. No, that's
Yeah,
apparently the tournament staff is going a little bit wrong here.
yeah, it might have been a missed call.
Because
Could've
that was
been a
that
no-show.
was
It
could have been a no-show though.
From collective. It
Also-
could have been.
Well, this is the
If
collective
it-
one.
That could be a no-show
Oh,
if
I
the
mean-
collective does
Yeah,
not
'cause
want
this
to
is
fight.
Veldens.
Or if Veldens does not want to fight, then of course the collective has instantly won. But since
They're on the
Veldens
field.
are out on the field,
Yeah,
we can assume that it has been some misinformation.
yeah, they're calling that was misinformation. That was a mistake by the announcer. The announcer. But have
So now we will be seeing
Have we
Veldens
seen-
versus the collective.
any collective men? Are we seeing any collective
Yes,
men in the stands?
the
or-
collective. They surely are there. You can hear them screaming the entire time around already. Of course, I do not know really who is part of the collective, since I indeed haven't played for a while.
The Veldens men are
But
definitely
I-
rearing to go. They got ready fast. So we'll see when the
On the
staff
other
gets
hand,
the
I do
collective in.
see a lot of people that I do know, like Spicy. I see 420 CD. I see, of course, Twandy. I see. Well, of course, I see some people of the tournament staff, like Cow Moonis, my man Litman, another real Wiccan, by the way. STBNL, another good friend of mine. Artoria Sensei, the one I was talking about earlier, by the way, a crazy good fighter she is. You see
And which side
Milky.
is he on? Which nation is he repping, if any?
Artoria Sensei is a she, by the way, and I believe she is still going for. She is still fighting for Aelin.
Now, voice man, if you could put your money on any one fighter to win everything by himself, who's they going to be? Who's your number one
Artoria
man?
Sensei.
Artoria Sensei. Not Rikimaru. Not Rikimaru.
She is incredible with a sword. Like, wow. I have been cleaned by her so many times. Like with a broom versus the biggest warhammer you could ever think of. She just takes me out.
I don't know. For me, it's Charlemagne. But got this new guy, Rikimaru, and he's certainly shown himself to be a menace on the field. So between Rikimaru and Charlemagne,
we have seen Rikimaru be incredible with a bow.
But they're working together here on this team, so it's going to be a double threat from them. I just wondered who could win on a 1v1 between the two. Any word from the collective? Any word from the collective tournament staff? Okay, they're coming in right now. Here they are. We got Chwandi. We got, I don't know, man, just bored. We got Aolun, and we got Skippy. And they should have one more fighter coming in soon. Who could that be? Find out very soon. It is Alexei's. And I saw him earlier. Not sure what he was doing. I think he was jousting. Can't remember. Aolun, he is definitely a fierce fighter. Not so sure. Skippy's pretty good, but Aolun for sure I think is the strength of this team. I've seen him rip hell on the field. But as always, it's a different beast in the arena. Yeah. It's always a different game in the arena, and I got my money on Charlemagne and Rikimaru working together. That is a double entente right there. That is a double threat, dynamic duo, and they're gonna.
Wasn't this between Veldens and the collective?
Yes, this should be Veldens and the collective. What are we seeing here?
Because I believe that Twandi, for sure Twandi, is part of Valen.
Huh. Maybe they're mixing up, they're substituting, because we definitely got Skippy, we got Chwandi here. Well, he's Aelin. No, he's on a dwarf now, so there's the confusion. He's playing two roles here, and here we go. Fighters are going, the arrows are flying.
Collective is going strong.
Yeah, we got melee already.
Against one person already.
We got three guys.
But this time they are going way harder on it. And the collective is going way harder on the Veldens than we thought that they would.
The hearts are winning. One guy behind.
Certainly are winning.
Two crosses up. Oh, and it's tied up right now. We got one heart running. Where's Riku going? What are you doing? Help Charlemagne. Oh. It looks like the hearts are taking it. Good job, Veldens.
That is that's the collective car, wasn't it? No, that was indeed Veldens. You're right.
Veldens are the hearts.
Veldens were the hearts indeed.
And I made a miscall there. I thought it was 2-on-2, but it's actually 3-on-1. So no risk there for Veldens. Good job, Veldens. Very tidy sweep. And as you can see, Charlemagne and Rikimaru stayed up till the end. Very fierce fighters, and they are making their team advance to the next bracket. Good job, Veldens. Good job, everybody. And well fought in the collective too. You got two of them down.
They will be facing Brenna in the semifinals. Now we're going up to the third match in the first round. Going to be Rainland versus Glarinid.
That's right.
Glarinid apparently being a dark elf sort of country, versus Rainland being the human country that they are. This is going to be a very big thing in between. Is it going to be the Rainlandians, who are, of course, way more experienced in terms of combat, or is it going to be Glarinid, who, of course, have their archery skills completely on point?
Well, I reckon Transistor is going to be fighting on the Glarinid side, and he is an experienced fighter. He's a good leader, good PvPer, and I think he'll bring his team up very good, if not outright leading them to victory. But that's if he even shows. I'm not sure if he's in the bracket. We'll see soon enough when they're equipped and put in by the staff. Currently, the previous fighters are outside the arena and inside the arena, milling about, waiting for the next round to start. Any day now, we will see that, I assure you.
We certainly will. For now, we are currently waiting for Veldens to actually leave the arena together with the collective. The collective are now putting their stuff in the chests.
Let's see. They're currently doing a victory lap right now. Veldens should be taken out soon. And we will see what the lineup for the Rainland and Glarenid team is. Do you happen to have any info on the exact people in the brackets, or do we just have the nations?
I just got some information about the Wiccans. The Wiccans did not really die. It was the Barwick nation itself, the Barwick village, on the edge of the. Well, by then it was the Westholm country. They just moved into the harbor of the Rainland and then indeed are currently rebelling against Queen Meredith of Rainland.
That's right. I was wondering if you knew who's fighting in the next bracket.
The next bracket is going to be Rainland versus Glarenid. I think we'll be going to see some of the Wiccans because they are a fierce competitor.
I think we have a new face in the arena here. We have Werewolf inside the arena. He might be fighting, but the Veldens men are still in here.
The Veldens men are still in here, and they will have to move out before any of the other people are going in.
I see. Oh, yeah, there's DP Magician, another very powerful warrior. But will he be fighting next match? Yeah, Veldens are leaving the field. We should be seeing our next fighters very soon.
I believe DP Magician is one of the tournament staff, as I know of.
Bardmain, also a good fighter. Oh, there's Artoria Sensei.
Indeed he is. I'm going to turn on my roleplay names because I see Ultran Melremark, I see Faye Kingston, I see Kelv, I see Alfred, and I see Robin Hutsina. That's going to be the Rainland. That's going to be the Rainlandian forces, I believe.
Yeah, now I see Werewolf's character, Calv. He's apparently 1 trillion years old. He is quite an experienced fighter at that age, I gotta say. Same with Bardmain. He's also a very experienced PvPer, but not quite as tight as Rikimaru and Charlemagne, I'd say. But I'm sure they'll do very well in this tournament. We have to see the next competitors too, whenever they show up. Which will be Glarenid. Any word on the Glarenid team, Voiceman?
I do not know anyone in the Glarenid team as far as I know, because I haven't seen them.
Yeah, we'll see him soon.
I see Constantin of Muirfields. I see Swashbuckler Sam. I see Actor Collier. And Alfred. And the last one is Oswald. I do not know any of these people, to be honest.
Which side is Rainland? Do we know?
Oh, PK Don.
Okay. So I've gotten some word from staff.
Don. We see PK Don.
I've gotten some word from staff what's going on here. The Glarenid team is actually Wiccans repping against Rainland to simulate their little rebellion going on. So there you go. In place of the Glarenid team, we have the Wiccans, Bardmain here, Werewolf, Arteria. Wait, or am I mixing this up? No, yeah, the Wiccans are Mamluk, Tudix, Pikidon, Ninja Climb, and Vermi fighting the Rainlanders on the other side. So there you go. These are both pretty experienced teams, and I wish them both the best. See when they'll start. Here is the countdown.
In this political standpoint, I need to be for Glarenid in that case.
Yeah, you're talking about politics. We got arrows flying. Let's see who's taking the advantage here. Both are staying.
Well, that's only politics because I know a lot of the warriors from Rainland, and I know that their skill is incredible in terms of fighting.
Spread out.
And the Rainland is indeed forcing the Glarenid warriors all the way back, going very aggressive.
Oh,
I'm not sure if that's a smart thing because he could almost be cut off from the rest of them.
Yeah,
that is happening. That is going to be incredibly dangerous.
Got a
On the other hand, you see the Rainlandian warriors being almost full health, they can just start rushing, and they are indeed right now.
Yeah, it looks like
It's pretty even.
what are we
Now
seeing
that's
here?
going to be a 3 versus 1. He is not going to take anything back.
Yeah, it's like
This
Rhineland
round is for
there.
Rainland.
That's right.
And going on to the semifinals indeed.
Good job, Rainland. Rainland has defeated
I need to say good
Rainland.
job, Rainland, as my job of caster. However, I prefer to say good job, Glarinet, as my affiliation does originate from the Wiccans.
Now let's see how fast these guys can get up. We'll be seeing Brenna versus Veldens soon after. Is that correct? That's the call I'm getting.
Indeed. Wait,
What about
is it
Aelin and Alba? That's the fourth
Well,
match of the first round.
Aelin and Alba, indeed. Once more, the broadcaster is going to have a little bit of difficulty, it seems like.
Yeah, it seems he's a bit drunk on the job.
I do not know, but do we have any drinks here in the hot air balloon? Because I couldn't see anything.
Well, I certainly pre-gamed. I'm a bit lit up right now. But it's all good. We'll be seeing Aelin versus Alba soon, hopefully, unless they're passed over. Hopefully geared up. We got some new faces in the field. I think... Nope, these are our old guys. Takes a while to get them set up, get their wounds patched up, moved off the field. But they're moving. Hopefully this one's a little faster than the last two. We will see. See, they're off the field. They've cleared the pitch. Should be seeing our new guys.
Aelin and Alba are currently gearing up, I hope. If they are not, then it's going to be a difficulty.
You're not seeing any new guys yet. They could be gearing a bit further from the tournament, a bit further from the arena. But they'll be teleported in when they're ready.
They certainly will. And you can see already some of them are getting ready already ready. Can I say that?
Now, who is that? Are those our old guys? I think that's the Rainland guys there. What are we seeing on the camera? Just the field.
Currently it's just the field. We can't see anything anyways. Aelin versus Alba. Currently waiting for them to actually get into the arena and for the broadcaster to switch. I sure hope he's getting a little bit sobered up by one of the tournament staff, because this is no good.
Yeah, we will see our new teams eventually, though. I assure you they will come. Just any day now. I'm getting pinged here. Let's see, shout out to Lion Belletti for his wonderful fighting in the tournament today. If he even has fought, I'm not sure if he has, but it's a shout out for him.
I just found Sepade. I see a lot of Rainlandians in the stands. A lot of them I know because, well, I live there. Very nice skins, I need to admit, too.
Yeah, they're very beautiful, hot babe people. I do agree.
What babe you could say, but those dwarves look cute, though. Oh, I'm gonna get hit the moment I say that. Ever
Let's
again.
see. Any word on our
Okay,
new
it's
competitors, Aelin and Alba?
It's now or never, because I'm just going to say that. Those dwarves look cute. Such little people.
Yeah, they're
Now my
small
head will be
fellas.
bashed in after the tournament, so I'm going to just enjoy this time.
They do have a great build. I do think I've seen that. It's a big hole in the mountain, right? Is that right?
Yes, no, I don't know. I believe that it is the ones with the hole in the middle are the Galarinid. I'm not sure though.
Yeah, I was being
Because I
given a
don't-
tour and I saw Skippy climbing up a mountain. sort of making a path. I think it led to what the collective stronghold is. I'll have to visit in game one day. What is this a loot box going on in the middle? What's going on
It
here?
is a loot. 3 people are currently opening a loot box. Indeed, out of these loot boxes, you're not really getting a weapon. You're getting a skin.
Oh, I see. There are some awesome skins, very cool skins for a very fair price. I recommend you buy. I recommend you buy your own skin loot box. They're very cheap, and they're well worth it. We've had a lot bought today. Maybe we can get a little discount for the tournament. Who knows?
Imagine being a shoutcaster and then still going for a sellout. But indeed, there are some incredible skins out there in the shops. Not only out there in the shops or in the crates, but as well in special events. So keep playing the game. Does get you some incredible skins as well. For example, last Halloween, the best ever thing came out. A scythe and a skull sword. Both are massive, but the scythe is just big. And it looks good. Enchant that one and you will inflict fear upon your enemies. I believe there is going to be a new some kind of event as well during Christmas. So if you're watching and you're not part of FRP just yet, make sure you go to the forum and send in an application. Because this place is incredible. All the builds are around the level as this tournament arena, if not better. If not more if not more decorated, if not more detailed. Everything is beautiful. On the other hand, the players, well, yes, you can see it's just the players are incredible as well. Their skills in terms of combat is great, but it's mostly about roleplay, of course. The roleplay is even more fun, and of course, you can fight creatures that you have never seen in Minecraft before. Now, as we are panning together with the with the camera, could we just watching along? One of the teams is already is ready to fight in the next one. I believe this is the Alien Kingdom. On the other side, we have the Alba King, the Albas. Yeah, that is pretty obvious, Aelan with their clovers, and on the other hand, you have the Alba Kingdom, well, Alba Fellowship.
Sorry about that,
process where one has just gone off. Don't worry, I'm carrying everything, as I always do.
You got the teams on the field.
Indeed, and on the the people with the cross are currently going to be Alba. The people with the clover are obviously then Aelan. It's fairly well obvious who is who, because of course you have the Aelan. Well, they have a green tank, and then you have the believers with the cross.
I see. We seem to be missing one Alba man though.
Yeah, he just disconnected or something, or I just got information. Alba is an order, religious land with a giant monastery.
Let's see our lineup on each team. On the Clover side, and that is Aelan, correct? Is that the Clover side, Aelan? Who are we looking at here?
Of Aelan, we have Kizu, Joseph, Gord, Torsi, and Wuchda. On the other hand, so from Alba, we currently have in the arena Flying Rhino, Daddy Swifty, Savior the Bear, and Ever Odyssey. I think it's Ever Odyssey.
I'm not too familiar with these fighters. I do recognize Kizu.
I need to admit, I have never seen any of... yes, I have seen Flying Rhino, but any of the other Alba fighters I have never seen. Of course, they call themselves paladins because holy warriors.
Yeah, we'll see how that holds up in the arena. Not sure about the abilities of any of these fighters. We'll see it in the field right now.
Praise the God for Jerusalem, or something like that. Something along the lines of. On the other hand, I know 4 out of 5 of the Alien warriors. as the Alien Warriors are a lot of my friends.
You got
So
confidence
I
enough
do
putting
think
your money on
that of course, we will find out soon, because I do have friends within Alba as well.
And here's the countdown. Here we go. Arrows are flying.
Arrows are already flying. The aliens have a head start on that part. They are clumping together a little bit more, going for a 3 versus 2, having a disconnection problem, it seems like. Taking a lot of damage without even dealing anything back. On the other hand, Alba is staying together a lot more.
Got a chase going on here. It's like some cross guys aren't really engaged in the fight.
Someone seems to open the door in the middle of the combat. It's not the best thing to do, to be honest.
Yeah, the crosses are going down. Clovers are all up. Tidy sweep for Aelin.
It
Good
seems
job,
like Aelin is going to win this one.
Yeah, and that's the last
they
album.
have. That was the first round. We're going on to the semifinals with Aelin going to the semifinals. Let me actually get the brackets up.
Hey, good job, Aelin. Now I'm
so
sorry
we
to
can
say
see
this, but
who is going to move up.
I'm being called away. I'm going to leave this to you to carry. Didn't expect this, but it's
I'll
kind of
do it all.
emergency. So good luck, voiceman, and thank you all.
Emergencies are always more important than anything else. Go ahead. I'll see you guys. I'll see you later. Well, guys, apparently it's only me now. I could be joined maybe by someone else. We'll be seeing that later on. That's the cameraman Green. Green, we have seen before in the previous tournament.
Yes, indeed. I was also streaming the last tournament, so I'm pretty happy and excited to be streaming this one for you guys, alongside Deep Voice Man.
The deep voice guy, yes.
Yeah, Deep Voice Guy.
The deep voice guy. Not a man. No. I'm a guy.
I don't know, man. You seem to be a very, very strong man in my eyes, so heavily respected.
Testosterone levels are very high.
Definitely.
Anyways, we're going for the semi-finals right now. If you could put up the brackets so we could see.
Of course.
That is that's the melee information.
We'd have
Thank
to
you very
wait
much.
a bit. Apologies for this one, but it's coming
going to be. It's a
2
slideshow
seconds.
indeed. Yep. Thank you very much. All right. We'll be seeing Brenna versus Feldens, I believe, one.
Yep.
Am I correct? Yes. Brenna versus Feldens in the semifinals versus Rainland and Aelin. Or, well, not versus. I mean, you know what I mean on the semifinals. Rainland versus Aelin. The 2 biggest kingdoms currently. As far as I know. Am I correct with that? Because, well, as I said, I've been gone.
Well, I personally do not partake in the server's activities, so I'm honestly a bit lost on this one, but I do believe they are
We're both lost
the
on this
biggest
one.
ones.
Rainland and Aelin are at least the oldest, as far as I know. I've got some very fun facts sent by a friend of mine, Tom. Everyone knows him as well. Tom Shadow, the Wiccan, a great hero and a main character in many of the stories.
Both teams are currently out on the field.
A fun fact about Alba. Alba are using their Crusaders. Crusaders warriors that focus on fighting the undead.
Interesting.
Apparently, they didn't really have any, well, experience fighting alive people. That's probably why they have lost.
There's definitely a difference between alive and dead people, if I do say so myself.
I hear everyone shouting in the chat. Yeah, Tom must be blushing hard right now. Yeah, I hope so. It's gonna be fun.
This match seems like an interesting one, honestly.
And we have Caster Harold. Hey, my man, how you doing?
Good evening. It's been a while, huh?
It has certainly been a while. The second match has already started. I hope you're here to see it. If you are not, then I can explain to you exactly what's going on. Currently, it is going as
I have been
Brenna
watching the
versus
whole
Feldens.
thing, man. The whole thing. I've been watching it
The
all.
whole thing.
I've been listening to your sultry, lovely voice the whole time. And you,
Thank you, my man.
yeah, you and my friend Alti and the lovely cameraman Green. But it's nice to be back. It really is.
It certainly is. As we currently are seeing, the brave warriors from Veldens are being pushed into a corner by Brenna. They are going very strong currently. Brenna is sticking together as much as they can. Going down though, which is a big thing to happen. Veldens seems to be a little bit stronger in terms of this, and they have the Hearts just did a full swipe. I did not expect this. Oh, there seems to be a dead person here. Someone just died.
Wow. I mean, when you've
Wow.
got
That is
such
some
good, when you've got such good fighters on the field, it really can make all the difference. I mean, some of the names here, I know you were saying that you didn't recognize some of the names before, but I do, and some of them are extremely good PvPers.
Like the previous cast is Archery, favorite fighter Charlemagne.
Charlemagne,
that's a good example, I think.
Charlemagne is probably one of the best. Yeah, he's really up there, and yeah, he's definitely a mountain to contend with.
And of course, on the other side, you do have Altria. Melremark.
Well,
she is a very strong contender as well, I believe.
Yeah, very much so. I mean, you just have to look at these two teams and look at the people who are actually just fighting in this tournament. They've really come together with the best of the best.
They certainly have. Well, since you are way more up to date with everything that's going on, could you tell us a fact that's currently going on within Enarion? Apart from, of course, the Wiccan Rebellion, because I just figured about that one as well.
I mean, the Wiccan Rebellion is probably one of the biggest ones right now, to be honest with you. I'm in a very weird position where I have just come back myself after a longer hiatus. But realistically, the Wiccan Rebellion is probably one of the more bigger things that's going on right now in terms of the politics of the nations.
I could imagine, to be honest, because as a Wiccan, I thought we always were on good terms with Rainland, at least with King Richard.
Well, I mean, King Richard abdicated the throne, basically gave it to his sister, I believe, and his sister has taken over the reins of Rhineland. So at this point, you have an issue whereby things change when people change, and thoughts and processes change. There's discussions around the thoughts and
indeed, but the fight has just started between Rayland and Aelan. That is the two biggest countries, as far as I know, currently have started fighting in the melee. The arrows are flying, the swords are swinging. We're going to see how this is going to go.
Even Aelan have their leader on the field, so I would hope that Aelan wins. It'll be a big loss for them if they do lose.
It seems like Rainland is a lot more aggressive currently than Aelan is. We're going to see how that's going to turn out, because it does. Aelan is all the way over on the other side already, all alone, and the first warrior has been downed. With Rainland going in the lead. By far as well. It's going to be a clean swipe, maybe even.
Oh, this is tragic.
It is a clean swipe by Raymond.
Oh,
well, like we said, Altria Melremark is indeed quite a force to be reckoned with.
You really just brought that home. But what I would say is that Aaron, their leader went down first, and then the rest of them just followed suit. But I would tell you that both teams are, I can recognize quite a few names on both sides. Nardual, or Cord as he's sometimes known, is probably regarded as one of the better PvPers on the server, and he went down first. So very funny indeed, but interesting to see what happens in the tournament.
Indeed it has. I just got some information from my good friend Tom Shadow about the Wiccan Rebellion. It's apparently a political conflict instead of a real, it's instead of a rebellion in terms of their agreeing with a lot of things. Apparently, it was before because of the notice of the claim for the throne towards Elfwine. Instead, it was given to Meredith, which was Richard's cousin. Elfwine is, of course, the captain who put the Oswaldine all the way around the voyage around the world, which of course also is a brother of Richard. Instead, the throne was given to Meredith, the cousin of King Richard, and the Wiccans do not really agree since Elfwine is way more involved with the Wiccans, of course, and the Wiccans are a force to be reckoned with. So, well, they own the entirety of the harbor. So,
yes, I would agree with you. I would be an interesting thing to see, you know, the incumbent leader of the nation going up against a rebellious man such as Aelfwin. We'll see what happens, I'm sure, but yeah, it'll be an interesting one.
Do not forget that the Wiccans do have Tom Shadow, one of the greatest heroes currently.
Very true. Tom Shadow, you know, killed a lot of undead. Was there with when the death of King Balrond. But you
and
never
we're
know.
seeing here the finals going on, by the way, between Rainland and I believe it was Veldens. Veldens, indeed.
Yep.
This is third place, indeed. It is between, which one was it?
Valen?
Brenna versus Aelin, I believe, right? Yes, it is. I just heard. It's Brenna versus Aelin, and it seems like Brenna is sweeping the floor. Once more. Wow. Brenna is really aggressive. They went head in, and they just went with all the swords at the same time, and they took it out.
Got some really good fighters. I mean, you know, this is a match for you know, not first place, not second place. So, you know, still, I'm sure there's some better fights to come.
Of course, Brenna it has grown up so far in the shadow of the dark forces near the Dwarven ruins. So, of course, it's understandable that they have a lot of strong fighters.
Very much. I mean, the undead are a force to be reckoned with, and Ordheim, the ruins of Ordheim, are by far probably one of the most dangerous places in Enarion.
Indeed, it does. Brenna indeed won. They take the third place. Now is going to be going between Rainland and Veldens. Two human places, as far as I know.
Yeah, I mean, well, you know, the Rainland team, they've already shown that they are by far one of probably the better teams in the tournament. So it'd be an interesting one to see what happens here.
Indeed, it does.
But it really does tell you about things that, you know, we've got two nations in the final rather than it being a racial thing.
Indeed, it is. And we're going to see very soon once the countdown is starting by the start of the tournament. Excuse me there. Oh, sorry, excuse me again. Oh my god. I must have eaten something wrong here. Anyways, Rainland indeed is going extremely strong. Very brave men and women out on the field already. On the other hand, you do have Veldens, a little bit of an underdog with a little bit of a smaller army. However, they have shown themselves to be extremely skilled and talented, worthy to be actually participating in the war here. Or, well, at least in a tournament, not really a war, more like a tournament in terms of a battle. Of course, we'll be seeing soon more of them inside of the skirmish, where it's more of a, well, battle between multiple nations at the same time. The arrows have started flying. It seems like Veldens has started to go extremely aggressive onto the side of the Rainlandian warriors, who are going to go for a relatively defensive approach to this. Well, of them is
And here-
completely cut off. It's really a 1v3 on multiple occasions, and the Valdens is being put in a very tough spot because they are being put together all the way. Very low health on the Valdens warriors already. And I see here a lot of people are being downed already, but it's a 2 versus 3 Altaria, a 2 versus 3
wow.
Steel Altaria and Body together versus the rest of them. Body is the only person remaining, does down one, but gets downed in the end by Rikimaru, making Velden the champion of the melee.
Rikimaru is still standing. Quite amazing, actually.
Quite amazing. He was very low health the entire tree of the round. He went super aggressive in the beginning and almost got cut off, getting himself in very low health. Apparently, he ate a lot and just stayed out of combat. Very smart move of him because he got a lot out of it, making the final kill as well.
The fight I'm really looking forward to is the final. You know, that's where you see the best.
This was the final. This was the final.
Well, that was the final. Wow. Well,
This was the final.
well, you know what? It is what it is. You know, I wish I
That was
had.
perfect. No one's perfect.
Yeah.
You were coming in late. You didn't know everything.
Hey,
Don't worry about it.
I'm trying what I can do. But realistic, you know, if that was the final, and you know, I guess that's true because they had some of the best fighters there.
There were a lot of great fighters in the same area, and it seems like the best fighters did not make the best teams either way. Because Veldens, the newcomers, the underdogs, did take away the win once more.
And as you can see, you know, the crowd is really, you know, unhappy with the whole Wiccan situation with Rhineland. It's quite an interesting thing, and and that's why it's one of the biggest things I think we could talk about on Enarion right now. It's the one that cuts the deepest right now.
It does seem like that. It's going to be a very two-sided war here between the Wiccans and the Rhinelandians. Of course, a lot of the other nations are going to pick sides as well. As we have just got word of Vendas indeed has won the finals, gold in terms of the melee. And it's going to be the skirmish next, the skirmish of steel. It's going to be in 20 minutes. In the meanwhile, me and Harold will be holding you company in the meanwhile, giving you some facts, giving you some stories about Enarion. That's your cue, Harold.
Thank you very much. Stories-wise, I mean, as I said, I only really returned very, very recently. But
were you here during the Purge of the Undead?
I was here during the Purge of the Undead. I was there the whole time. I watched the Undead going down. I was there in what was then Westholm when we killed King Valron, the Undead. So yeah, I mean there are some very good stories from Enarion, to be honest with you. What I'm interested in is what's your favorite story from Enarion?
I don't really know. Of course, I used to be a Wiccan, so of course, and I am a sailor. So my favorite stories are of course of the water itself. I think the Great Voyage by Elfwine was incredible. It was very well put together, and well, we found some amazing things as well. We have fought a wraith. We have fought, well, really a sort of time well. We have fought a god as well, all the way on the way back. So technically, yeah, that's probably the greatest story that I have. The Great Voyage, together with Elfwine and a lot of other great people.
I think my greatest story is when we did kill King Valrond. I was there. My character was there. Father Lucas of Barwick, which I still play to this day, but not of Barwick anymore, obviously. Seeing as Barwick
He has gone out to Alba.
So, you know, it's an interesting one. You know, we arrived, we tried to get through many magical doors of ice, and nothing would work. You know, when we did get through, my character got injured halfway in, tried to barge open a door with his hand, and still carries the mark to this day. Still have a very damaged hand. That in conjunction with the secret well that still resides in Barwick, it didn't get destroyed. That nobody's really figured out what it does. That is a great story in itself. You know, finding the bucket of possibly eternal life, to be honest with you, which now sits, I think, in the Rhineland depository, but I'm not 100% sure.
That can always be found out later on.
Hey boys.
Currently,
boys.
everything is with the. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Not to interrupt, but Skirmish of Steel is happening next. It is the Nation v Nation, so people should be gathering together. Inventory will be keeping everything beyond, so you won't lose your gear. And it's just going to be a basic free-for-all. So yeah, I just wanted to broadcast that to the...
Thank you for the information.
Is there a place they need to be assembling?
Outside the tournament grounds. Outside the tournament grounds.
So everybody needs to get outside of the tournament grounds right now. Go
There are some tents outside of the tournament grounds. Just stand in front of there. That should be a very good place to actually gather up. Make sure you're standing in a group. If you're having a Discord call with your nation already, then make sure you're in that Discord call for a good communication.
There's been a broadcast made. Please do read the broadcast, and that'll take you outside. And please line up or get into your respective nations. Find somebody who looks like you. How about that?
Please also follow DP Magician for the best PvP gameplay on the server. Thank you.
That's probably a lot. But you know, I think Charlemagne's out there. Rikumar. Oh, and he's gone.
And we all know that DP Magician is one of the worst. Do not listen to him.
Yeah, you know, I wouldn't say he was the worst. You know, but yeah, unsure if best. I mean, I haven't seen any montage videos from him recently, but hey ho.
I haven't seen any of him actually.
Exactly. Realistically, you know, there are some very, very good PvPers still here. As he said, keep inventory is on, so you will not lose your gear like today. So please do get into your racial nations or your nations or wherever you want to go. You best suits you or where you live, and the fight will begin shortly, I think. It's been a while since I've been back. You know, today has been a very interesting day. I've played for most of it, to be honest with you. 6 months not being here. Lots of things have changed. But the whole great thing about FRP is that people that I still know are here. It's a very longevity sort of community. It's great. It's, you know, it's like you're coming home, to be honest.
To be honest, I haven't been around for 2 months around that time. And there have been a lot of new nations, and including the Wiccan Rebellion. So a lot of changes have been made. For sure, after the stream, I'm going to walk around to see if there's any new kingdoms, new buildings that I can explore.
You know what the great thing is about a constantly updated, changing roleplay situation is that you have new nations come out of the woodwork, and usually it's some of the most dedicated guys that are out there, and it can really diversify the play, and it can really diversify, you know, how everybody plays the game. It sort of saves it from being stagnant, which a lot of places do get stagnant, and that's one of the best things about FRP is that we do change things, and we do get to a place where you know, things aren't just the same every day. If that makes sense. So I would say to you, go for a walk, go see what's out there, go get involved in some role play. I think you might quite enjoy it.
I sure do hope so.
You know, going back to that other thing about your favorite stories, I came back today and, you know, it's a funny old thing. I wrote quite a few books on my last character, and it turns out that they've gone absolutely everywhere. everybody seems to know me from the books, to be quite honest with you, and I'm not really sure how I feel about that. But yeah, 6 months ago, I threw out about maybe 500 odd books to people, and they're still here. I'm still finding them. I'm getting people messaging me. I don't really understand what's going on. But that's maybe a good story. It shows you that there is a continuation, or I guess a what's the word? There's a reflection on roleplay that happens in the past, and the longer it sits, and the longer it gets passed around, the more word of mouth. It then becomes some sort of a legend, and that's another good thing about FRP.
Like the living legend Tom Shadow. Yeah.
Of course.
My favorite man in the entirety of Enarion. Yep. Definitely one of them, at least. That's a personal preference, of course. I'm just a caster, you don't have to take me seriously. But if you're ever going on Enarion, go have a conversation with Tom Shadow.
I don't know about that. He's a little bit overrated, I have to admit. I'll tell you what, he's one of my good friends. But he is quite an interesting man. But there's a lot of other interesting people in Enarion, I have to admit.
There are incredible amount of incredibly interesting people in Enarion. I mean, all the kingdoms, all the races, there are so many things you can do in Enarion. And of course, apart from exploring, because there are so many things that you can explore, experience, and, do, that, you'll be just, good for an entire day just walking around.
More than that. It's well more than that, because we don't just use builds as a backdrop to roleplay. We use them to live in. We use them to make more roleplay, to give you context to the situation. And if you find a great group of people who are willing to indulge you in the ideas and the schemes, or perhaps other means and ways of doing things with you, you can have a really good time and a really good build on this server. And I think that's a real plus. You will make long friendships.
And north of the arena, it seems like there is some kind of city castle here that is the kingdom of... What is this actually?
I don't know which
the
one.
Red Castle. Oh, Valora. Right. That it was. Valora is another one that I haven't seen today.
Well, Valora is a great city, and I would say that
it's a massive city as well, because they have just expanded as well. Because I just see an entire fountain here in the middle. On the bright side, they have built up, but I have not seen them in the tournament though.
Well, no. I do think that their consul was here. I think that their leader was here at the tournament. Whether or not they fielded a team, I'm not sure. We would need to get clarification from the organizer for that. But I used to roleplay in Valora on my character. I very much enjoyed it. It's a very calm place. It doesn't lend itself to a lot of violence and the wonderful ways of FRP.
It is indeed. For now, we are currently just waiting on the tournament staff to announce everything else for the Skirmish of Steel that's going to be going on very soon.
It seems like the cameraman, Mr. Green, has come in with the pictures from one of the forces fighting today, getting geared up and ready to go.
I was once a part of these forces, I believe.
Really?
It starts
Yes.
in 12 minutes.
I joined these guys a bit ago, or I believe yesterday, in the help with taking over Westholm, or what used to be Westholm. So,
Rhineland. I if I'm not incorrect, I think that's the forces of the Wiccans, or the forces that have come out of the Wiccans. Is that correct?
personally, I don't know. I was just called here to fight, and I did come out bodying Anderson, so I was pretty proud of that. No hard
I mean,
feelings. No
fair
hard
enough,
feelings.
right?
Didn't you?
Pardon?
You managed that one in there, didn't you?
Yeah.
But I do think that, you know, having a look at the people who are there, I think that is were once Barwick, if that makes sense. So it's the forces that are rebelling against Rhineland at this possible time.
I see.
As you can see, that they're gearing.
We do have a name for them, if you'd like. They
know
are
there's a name
called
for it.
Glerinid.
Yes, I know there's a name for them, but I think I find it quite difficult to pronounce. So thank you very much for doing that.
Well, you're welcome.
You know, when
Meanwhile-
you're a lovely Scotsman, some of the words are a little bit difficult.
When you're a lot less Scotsman, innit?
Well, yeah, sometimes.
Not that bad. Not that bad. I know. Sorry.
Oh, well, it can be, but no.
Nah, don't worry about it.
I'm talking to such a wonderful speaker like you. My accent disappears.
Yeah, I'm a Dutchman, so my accent isn't the best either. Anyways, I'm just flying around everywhere now.
As far as I know, we'll be starting in about 10 minutes. So if you are still gearing up, if you're still getting ready, please do get ready quicker. You will have to be ready very soon, because the tournament will be starting soon. The skirmish.
It's in 10 minutes.
Crowning
I
jewel
have a
of this
countdown ready
tournament.
already. Yes, indeed. It's going to start very soon. I'm already looking forward to it. That's for damn sure. How about you?
I have fond memories of the first one, Voice, if I have to be honest with you. I have fond memories. You know, me and you here doing this for, oh, God knows, it was about 4 hours as far as I remember.
It was indeed very long, but it was definitely very fun.
Fun. It was very new. It was very different. And I would still say
It was the first time, and we have learned a lot from it, to be honest.
to this day, it is something that is brand new. It's something that hasn't been done before. You know, as I said last time, fighting on this scale on the main server, you know, not on a separate server, fighting on the main server with this amount of people with minimal lag, which is what we had last time, is quite a feat. And actually streaming it and being proud of that fact is something that FRP really does shout from the rooftops, as they rightly should do.
Of course. Having minimal lag with this many players online. Currently, there are 129 players online in a Minecraft server. While there have been some lag spikes, of course, that is inevitable for a Minecraft server. For any server, to be honest, I don't think there has been any gaming server that has not have any lag with almost 150 people online.
Well, you know,
So-
as far as Minecraft is one of those weird ones where, you know, you have different chunks, and now in those chunks, the more people you have in those chunks, the more difficult it becomes to render, the more difficult, you know, it becomes to fight each other. Minecraft was not meant to be played with 100 people in one chunk. So essentially, you know, FRP does have some wizards behind it. I have to be honest with you, that's the truth. They have some wizards behind it that make it possible and very playable with what is regarded as the better of the PvP versions, which is 1.9 or 1.8. I'm not 100% sure. I think it's 1.9. But realistically, what it means is that they are able to have these large-scale battles, which a lot of other people can't anymore, because they've either upgraded to the newer versions of combat, or they've just overloaded their servers with useless plugins and not written them very well. So, you know, FRP does have that for it, and as you'll see today, as we saw last time, yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty lagless and glitchless sort of deal.
I'm going to go on to a different topic here right now. I am standing in front of the tournament grounds, which is crawling over from different kinds of people from different kinds of nations, all waiting for the tournament combat to start. Although I believe I'm seeing mostly Aelan here in front of it, with that green tag in front of it. I cannot see any other tags really, so this must be the entirety of the Aelan Kingdom, I think. If that is, that's amazing. They have a lot of people online. Of course, it is next to their own country, so it's not that weird to have.
I think when that gong goes, start the skirmish, we will see all
A little bit to the south towards the Alien Kingdom. To be honest, you see Rep Houdini. I believe that is the Rainland. No, that's not. That's the. Wait, which is the? This is the Diamond, I believe. Are the clubs?
Could we ask?
Right,
Could we ask that every nation possibly message me or voice what caster or casting sigil you'll be using? The status of what you're using. Yes, please send that to us.
Aha, okay. The diamonds are apparently from Alba. The white diamond thingies. Those are the believers, the crusaders from Alba. That is south of the tournament grounds. Then I think there is some kind of army in the north. I hope so. Also, I'm just flying over here completely aimless without finding anyone, and I am. There is no one here. Ah. Well, that's awkward. Going to search around a little bit, trying to find yet another army. Can't find anyone. If it's going to be a fight between Alba and Aelan, that's going to be a very boring battle.
I think there are more people than you that you can see, my friend, and that's the truth.
Then I cannot find them.
There are another group on the castle, on the ruins of the castle, who are sporting.
Ah, on the island.
Yes, on the island. They're sporting the horseshoe.
The horseshoe. I think that's Brenna, right? After they won the jousting tournament, the jousting tournament, that would be quite logical to have that.
Your best friend's playing with him. It's Mr. Tom Shadow himself.
I see Tom Shadow himself, indeed. So it's probably Rainland, or I mean, Glarenid, since he is a Wiccan. I say as exactly at that moment the trumpet just comes in like wow. Like even the gods don't like the Wiccans apparently. That is 3 nations down, but there are 8 somewhere. Or supposedly.
Right outside the tournament arena, you have, as the lovely cameraman green is showing, we have the green clovers. You also have the pink love hearts.
I see some mithril as well. Some people are really taking out everything just to show off the power of their nation.
Well, I mean, we'll keep inventory on. There's no possible loss. This is really just a show.
I mean, there is damage to be done to your armor set, so technically there is some damage.
But losing a mithril set versus having to repair one is a lot simpler.
Although I need to say, by the way, unlike a cameraman, there are even skins for our armors. On the stream, you can currently only see the regular armor from diamond, iron, etc. But in game, we actually do have a lot more. We have steel as well, and we have a lot of different skins and actual functions for all the items.
Yeah, all these armor pieces and weapons should have skins, but for some reason my resource pack isn't working, and I apologize for that. So.
Are you using the regular client, or are you using the Bad Lion client?
I'm using regular client right now.
Yeah, that's probably the issue. Bad Lion is a little bit heavier, but it actually works in terms of the Optifine skins.
I see.
So
I mean, I am running Optifine currently, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, regular Optifine doesn't seem to work, but
Mr. Green's technical issues out after the stream, I think. Because
good idea. Just giving information that the server has a lot of skins, a lot of extra blocks that you can't see currently. But
yeah, you saw the
definitely
guy
join the server, download the Bad Lion client, and the resource pack will be automatically downloaded. So if you're interested in a very detailed server, it's a must join. Although it is not simply joinable, just like any other server, if you get the IP, you do have to require to be whitelisted. To be whitelisted, you simply have to send a application form. And we just got from the broadcaster that is going to be to start in 1 minute. The final skirmish. Well, this is going to be very fun to be.
An interesting start right out inside the tournament grounds, I have to admit. As for places to start, I mean, you are literally cordoned off by the group coming from Allens versus the group coming from the castle island. I'm not 100% sure if I'd rather be there. Because as I said, the first one, we really did have a bit of strategy going on. And here we go, Voice, it's the start.
It is indeed the start. The skirmish has begun. PvP is now on. They can fight, they can kill, they can do everything they want.
Wow,
Okay,
Charlemagne has already popped one of the contenders. He's sitting on the bridge to the island. He's just holding that place.
He's holding it down. On the other hand, you have the Aelan warriors also fighting the Alba. The bridge is being rushed indeed. The Wickers, the Glarianids are going to have a very hard time because they are being pushed off the edges. They have to fight an upwards battle.
Oh,
the Glarianid is basically just saying, I'm not watching along that, but the Glarianid is just holding the higher ground. And as we all know from the memes, watch out to have the high ground.
You have missed something.
On the other side of the bridge, you have the Albanese warriors fighting the Aelan warriors like a massive storm. Where Aelan was completely occupied by the Glarianids, the Albanese warriors are taking them from behind, absolutely destroying them. Where Aelan started off really strong, they have a very hard time right now. Go ahead.
One of the big things I think we missed there is that one of the nations actually got caught on the bridge. And then one of the nations on the side nearest the tournament grounds actually threw a potion towards them, a potion that dealt lava fire damage. And this really did,
wildfire.
Yep, it really did catch them off guard. And, a lot of them actually went down on that bridge. It's quite an amazing strategy.
There's a lot being fought around here, especially around the bridge.
There does seem to be a group stuck in the water. I'm sure you can see that on screen. What I would say is, I mean, stuck in the water does mean sometimes that you are going to be caught out. You can see people running across.
The Glarianids are indeed just taking full advantage of it. They're protecting their island, going back into the castle, taking the high ground once more. They want to win. It's very similar to what Ortheim did the last time. Ortheim, rest in peace.
Looking at the Glarianids, and I mean, what I can tell you is that they look like they know what they're doing. They're
definitely does.
That's the difference. If you look at their armor,
the Kingdom of Aelan having a very difficult time. I've seen here DP Magician having a very hard time fighting off 3 Aelan warriors at the same time, or at least trying to, going down as I speak. Not really, actually. His mithril armor is superior to anything else, really. And here comes the Glarianid warriors helping him out for some reason. It's weird. Anyways, on the other side of the bridge, there are Albanese warriors a little bit clashing together with the Glarianids. Also a very nice matchup there. See a singular Aeronid warrior trying to cut off.
It does look like both sides look like quite a few of the sides have actually come back. They've taken more defensive positions to regroup and reposition. As you can probably see from over on this side, you have two green clovers.
This side is, which side is that? I don't know.
That's the Aelan warriors. It's and the camera is focusing on them. They're running away, which is quite unfortunate.
I see them indeed. The Albanese warriors, though, the believers, crusaders, they're doing a pretty good job against the aliens, at least. But they cannot really take out anyone from the Glurinids. They are working together like a tank, as you could expect from those northern lights. They are incredible. However, they are almost being backstabbed as we speak, because some men have walked all the way around. But it seems like Glurinids are up to date with that. They are holding everywhere. It seems like they are crossing the bridge now into the tournament grounds, clashing with the last few remaining Albanese and the Aelan warriors. They just see a storm of warriors coming at them. They are running, obviously. That is normal for them. On the other hand, from the other side, some Aelan warriors are being pushed around by a Albanese warrior on a horse.
I think, you know, as we sit here and watch, the Glarinid warriors really are. They probably do have the upper hand right now.
I mean, they definitely have the most members still alive, and they have been playing a very defensive battle. On the other hand, there are quite a few of the Aelan warriors still alive, though. The elves are doing a very good job.
Chasing DP Magician down, I'm not going to say that, but he is getting fairly chased down, and he's got 30, still has a lot of health. Half an army chasing him. Unbelievable.
I see that indeed.
It's safe to say that he does look almost like a porcupine or a pincushion, whatever you want to call him. He has arrows coming out of him.
I can see him indeed. He is being stuck out. He just threw a wildfire bottle on himself, though. And he's being cut off as well. Just the last few little bits of damage is being done, and he is going down eventually as well. Oh. Now they are just waiting around, just trying to find anyone. The Aelan warriors are, on the other hand, there's some singular Aelan warrior here trying to shoot some arrows at them, but is being cut off entirely by the Albanese crusaders, who are also, by the way, are doing quite a good job in sticking together and taking out the Aelan warriors. The elves are having a very hard time against both the Glurinids and the Albanese crusaders.
Well, I mean, you look at the Glarinid warriors. They have just retaken their positions they had at the start, and let the other team just run away, really.
They are holding their mountain. Well, their island. They have claimed it. Can see here Joseph being all alone, far underwater, being shot from arrows from two different sides. Does get away with it, though. Nice enough for them.
What I would say is that the team that running away, the team, you know, is sitting on the other side of the pond. They must regroup. They must come back together again, because if they don't, they will have a trouble against the Glarinid forces that have managed to keep together.
Currently, it is indeed the Glarinid versus the Albanese Crusaders. As the Axe Wiccans versus Believers. Well, Father Lucas was originally as well one with the Crusaders. We'll have to find out what's happening. Oh, we've seen one of the Crusaders actually trying to backstab the rest of the warriors of the Wiccans. He does not see the person behind him creeping up on him, though. On the other hand, we are following along with the Wiccans. The Glurinids, I need to say now. They are just trying to pick off all the Albanese warriors, Crusaders, one by one, doing as much damage to them as possible, and it's working very well as well.
It does look like Werewolf has been caught short. He's on his own. Quite a sad thing to watch, unfortunately. Will he get
I am
away?
watching along with the Grenades. He is all alone, being pushed around. The camera, on the other hand, is watching the rest of the Grenades, killing the last ones on the other side. Werewolf is trying to make a last stand on the bridge. Doing a mighty fine job. Needed to admit that, though.
How long can
He does die
last?
in the end, but he did a good job doing a last stand there. And then the last few Albanese Crusaders try to make something out of it. Of course, being completely outnumbered, they can't do much. Rumpo here being pushed down low, trying to run for his life. Manages it a little bit. Bjorn here is being completely cut off from the rest of his group, though. If he does not get away, which he doesn't, he will be getting completely destroyed. Ah, the poor man.
The tactic of retreating is really not working in the favor of the Albanese, I have to admit.
The Crusaders are having a very rough time indeed. They need to heal up, but they can't because the
And here,
Clarinets.
here they come.
The Clarinets are having such a hard. They are just one massive force.
And I mean, I would say to you that it comes down to the leader, because if your leader is good and keeps you together, then you fight better as a team.
Then it seems like the Clarinets are definitely having a very much better leader than the rest of the nations, because as far as I've seen, the Aelan kingdom definitely had the most people. But apparently, yeah, they must have had some kind of issue with the leadership, because they couldn't do anything about it. Then you have one last Joseph here is the last Aelan kingdom warrior. He's probably going to try to go for second place because he's the last one alive. The Glarendil. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not sure that the tournament organizers would be very happy with that cowardly play there, running away and hoping that they become second. We will see.
It doesn't really matter because if it works, but it looks stupid, it's not stupid. On the other hand, there are only 2 Albanese Crusaders left and 1 Aelan Kingdom warrior.
I think this is pretty much a foregone conclusion now, but it would be interesting. It's going to be interesting watching Rumpo and my good friend Caesars get absolutely destroyed.
I'm looking alongside with Vermi here, who seems to have some kind of bear gloves on with claws on the side. That's a very nice skin there.
They are a weapon skin that you can get in any loot crate or voting crate, and they're
That's an incredible skin, though.
They're very, very rare.
Looks amazing as well. Artorias Sensei here being completely pushed out. There seems to be some kind of force of the Aelan Kingdom still alive that are being pushed.
Hiding in the mountains, I would call it.
You could say that. Clarinets are being completely cut off from the rest. The ones who are still chasing, though, they are pushing back now because they don't want to be cut off from the rest entirely. Very smart indeed.
I do think that what they'll do is they'll probably hold up in their castle fort, in the ruins of the castle, and wait for the tournament
Of course.
to possibly call it, because realistically they are the bigger force.
They are the bigger force indeed, and they have eventually they'll have to go start killing them.
Well,
they cannot run forever.
I do think
just
that
imagine the amount of
I don't know. At some point, I do think that maybe the organizers may have to call it. Seeing as if you're not going to fight, just run away, then it's really not a fight.
They could make it that the last few, if there's only like 2 nations alive with only a few people left alive, that the last bit of fight should be done on the tournament grounds itself, because Just watching them run is not much fun. That was accidentally rhyming. One of them is being completely cut off. Par is dying right now with the entire forces going after him. With one person as well being on the land, cut off from the rest. Yeah, he's not surviving this one. Is he though? He did get away with it. Okay, that's a good job. Admittedly.
German is down. So one less person on the opposing side. They have taken the boats out. They are making chase.
They will have to eventually. And they are dying. Rumpo here all alone.
He's trying to eat, but there's too many of them.
There is too many. Rumpo is dying. He cannot survive all of this. He is being pushed left and right. Does get on land first though, so he does have some time to run away and heal up. But there is a flank coming in. The flank is coming in, dealing even more damage.
Wow,
and Rumpo does go down.
K-Dawn. What a guy.
Eventually. Wow. That's... Great job there. I see here. I'm following Tom Shadow currently.
Yes.
Who is going back on land straight towards the tournament grounds. Actually, let me just enter his body. That's very nice to see.
So there are 3 warriors.
They found one of the last hearts. The hearts are what I believe, not the Albanese, but they are the Veldens.
It's Rikamaru, if you could believe.
What is Rikamaru doing?
Running away.
Running away, what's more? Tell me something new. I don't know who is the leader of the Glarendales, but they're doing everything. Glarineds, I mean, sorry. Glarendale, I don't know where I got that from. If you've died, do not spectate the skirmish. If you wish to watch, join the stream. According to the broadcast. Quite indeed, agreed.
Does look like Nordic God and his band of merry men have been found.
On the other hand, you see here, the last few people are being chased all the way, even past the Alien Kingdom outposts. They're going all the way now.
How far can they go?
How far can they go? Well, until the end of the map, really. Then make a circle and then go back all the way once more. But it seems like the Glarinid's forces have given up on this phase because it's going too far now.
That is a show of good leadership, turning your forces around and breaking off a flank or attack to regroup and fight another day. It's very difficult to do that, actually. I have to admit, it's very, very.
But the Albanese Crusaders are trying to stab the Glarinids in the back right now. Of course, without much success because they are very far behind now because of the running away they did. The Glarinids are in one big group once more. And all they have to do is just survive. And that is not much of a difficulty.
7 of them, as far as we can see. Will it come to an end?
And they are running once more. If it ever comes to an end, I don't know. Well, we've seen the previous skirmish a few months ago already that the skirmish is going to take a very long time. Mainly because, well, the warriors are used to just retreating really, really far until they actually survive. They don't go in one clash in one battle. They retreat and attack once more. They don't hold the line.
I understand that. I think the bit that we
and one more alien warrior did go down, as I see it here. On the stream, we are watching together with the Alien Kingdom warriors going all the way through the Dark Forest towards their own, towards to the ruins, it seems like. While the Glarianids are opposing them from the other side.
Fortunately, it looks like one of the Glarianids has been caught out by the alien forces. Now it's
The other way around, actually.
I'm watching a different fight.
I'm watching this fight, and I see Astronox being completely pushed around from every single angle.
I think it really has come down to
Going incredibly low.
It's come down to fighting the guerrillas, as they call them. You know, 1-on-1s every now and again, or 6-on-1s when you catch somebody out. And that's the way this will go. I guess it might still be. I think Alien could still claw it back, but their forces are dwindling. As far as I can see, there's only 5 of them.
Archangelic has gone down. Right now, I see Rikomoro being all alone, being chased by the entirety of Glarianid. Trying to push all the way back towards the Alien Kingdom. Glarianid does not seem to chase, does seem to send some arrows after him, trying to get some last kill in if he was low, but he is not, so that is going to be a little bit difficult. I see the Glarianids walking on the bridge currently towards the tournament grounds. I hope that there is another group going close to them, because I want to see a fight once more. Rikomaro all alone, Sand King all alone.
I do think we'll see. This is maybe where it will start. The Glarianids are amassing back at the tournament grounds.
Marching along with Rikomaro currently, who is trying to backstab some of the Glarianid warriors who are currently low as well. A few of them are actually under the tents. I see Gerd here from the Alien Kingdom trying to make a run for it, succeeding into it as well. The Glarianids are still staying at the ruins. The best place to be, apparently. While the Alien Kingdom warriors, with the 5 left of them, well, this is a group of 4, but there's one more alive who has to make a run for it, and he actually joins up with the rest of them. That's going to be a group of 5. That's still a possibility. If they can catch someone off guard, they can do something with it. But Garrett seems to take all the attention together with him alone, trying to cut him off from the rest of the group. And
unfortunately, I mean, Cord is the nation leader for Islands, so effectively, if you kill him, then you may decimate their leadership. I think that's where this is probably gone, and that's why you've got following it to the end of the earth.
Very likely. If he gets away, though, once more, which he already did like 4 or 5 times. Like, he is good at parkouring, at least.
It's very possible that they will follow him until he runs out of food. I think the Glarianids have figured out that the only force that's left that could effectively win or have some sort of damage done is the aliens. So by taking their leader, you effectively end the fight.
The Albanese Crusaders are down to like 2 or 3 people, so they're not a threat anymore.
I mean, as you can see, they are still following him.
Well, they'll have to. They are super close right now. All they have to do is get him into a corner. And Gornet is smart enough not to get into a corner. On the other hand, with the camera apparently are spectating the rest of the Alien warriors.
And actually, one of the warriors did go down to seesaws, as you can see. One of the Glarianid warriors.
Highly interesting.
Yeah. You know, it's a larger force.
Baronet has given up officially on Gorit. If he is still alive, then congrats to him. If he is not alive, then I did not see it.
See it either.
Nice, a message about the weather. Exactly what we need. Currently, the Glarinid warriors are going right after their leader. Well, I see currently here Tom Shadow running all alone over the mountain range, trying to catch up to someone, I think, whom I don't know where he is, but he's certainly somewhere. They're on some kind of they're near the swamplands.
They really have taken this fight as far as they can.
I'm watching along with the Albanese Crusaders, the last few of them, who are trying to cut off Ninja Climb from the last Wiccans. They're trying to, but they can't really get to him. And of course, the rest of the Glarinid forces are, of course, on their way, heading towards him, helping him out.
It's safe to say that some of the PvPers, some of the fighters that are left, are very, very well known to not only me, but probably to a lot of the other people who have fought into today's tournaments, to the people still watching. Nordic
I think it is best to just go back to once the tournament grounds, because I can't find anyone anymore. Oh, never mind. I just flew the wrong way because I'm now at Rainland. Okay, that's not the position I should be at. Trying to find it right now. I'm currently at the ruins, flying over the tournament grounds as we speak. I'm not seeing any one of the warriors here. Trying to find anyone is really difficult since the map is so incredibly huge. I have no idea where they are. Could one of the admins possibly TP me to, well, didn't have to say anything. Well, thanks for the TP.
And me also, please. Thank you. So we do see Glarinid basically
trying to find someone in the dark forest over here. It's a very steep forest. You can't see anyone in between, but they seem to know there is someone there because they are certainly going all in. Or at least they're searching. Doesn't seem like there's anyone here though.
this could be a flank. That is one thing that could be happening.
It certainly could be. If it is, then it's a very smart move, but
Or maybe they're going home.
would it? Aren't they at staying at Rainland still? Because this is not the way that you're supposed to go for a home. That's very far up north.
From what I've seen today in this skirmish, they could be taking the squiggliest way home imaginable.
True that. I see a Brian here going very far up front of the rest. Could they turn around or something? I don't know. They can't really seem to find anyone. They are following currently Ninja Climb, going after the rest of the enemies.
It looks like they've fanned out a little bit as well, I have to admit. And they're all just coming back to...
Oh, there is indeed a fight going on behind them between Per and one of the others. He has met up with Netgears. And oh dear. The entirety of the nation is currently after them. Or at least after Per. And he is completely cut off from his teammate now. Trying to make a run for it. And all Wiccans can do is go straight after him. Glarinid is definitely winning this skirmish. It's just a matter of time now. They have walked and ran all the way towards Rainland.
Told you they were going home.
They were. They apparently were. You were completely right. I need to start believing you guys more. Nope. He's going all the way past.
Well, it would be safe to say that the Glirenids now do have the home advantage, seeing as we are nearby Rhineland and their home across the water.
I see only 2 of the Glirenids actually close to him. The rest of them are falling far behind. Seems like he's trying to make a cross for it. Going into the open sea, trying to swim away instead of actually float away. That's not going to work out very well for him. He's going towards Rainland once more, trying to get away from the Glirenids, who are one massive force of power.
I mean, maybe he thinks he's a fish now, maybe a dolphin. Who knows?
Who knows indeed. He did get away from him because the Glirenids have given up on him. Currently following Litman, aka Kaumunist. Getting together with PK Don. Trying to find the last few people alive. Probably they're going back towards the tournament grounds. That is the best that's the best idea probably, because there's not much happening anyways. And broadcast has indeed been done. For the conclusion of the Skirmish of Steel, whoever holds the tournament grounds by 15 in 30 minutes wins. So if the Glirenids are not back within that time, they may actually still lose. So they'll all have to book it straight to the tournament grounds right now.
It's a very simple run, I have to admit.
It's a fairly simple run. Everyone knows the coordinates of it. And and they are currently indeed booking it straight towards the tournament grounds. Running as fast as they can because there is only 11 minutes left. Of the skirmish.
It's a 5
They're
minute
probably
walk.
going to make it. That's not that. It's a 5. Not even.
Ah, well,
It's a
you
30
see,
seconds fly. It's a 30 seconds fly. It could be at least 2 times faster. That's all really.
the funny old
Let's see
thing
if there's
is,
anyone inside of the tournament grounds. There's
There is.
currently no one.
There is someone here. Rikumaru is here. The pink love heart.
Rikamaru is.
They're still here.
He's already there. He's the only one. He's just waiting. He's hoping that no one is actually joining up on them.
What
With-
he doesn't know is that Glarenid are storming down that road.
He could get inside and just try to hide it. I see there's a pig with a saddle apparently inside of the tournament grounds. Always
And
fun.
here come the forces. Here come the forces. Rikumaru.
Here come the
with
alien
fleet.
forces. Rikamaru has to 1v2 against the alien forces, but what the alien forces do not know is that there is a storm coming. Rikamaru is just running away, does not want to die, does not want to waste the durability of his armor. Of course, that's smart, but the alien warriors are charging way
Yes,
too far
But
behind them.
The alien warriors are getting farther and farther away from the tournament grounds. See, the person who holds the tournament grounds in 10 minutes, I think it is now, maybe 9 minutes, 8 minutes. Whoever
And
holds
the
it
Glarians
wins.
are coming closer and closer. They are inching closer, block by block. The moment they are there, the alien warriors are just going to have, well, they're
And
going
here
to
they
have
are.
a heart attack from a
Here-
storm
here-
of them.
Here they are.
And they are there. They are just going inside. Of course they are going inside because they need someone inside to actually start winning it.
Well, being inside gives you cover.
Not only that, but they should... You know what would be fun? If they had, like, everyone just hiding inside and one person outside just to bait out the alien warriors. You see a few of the losers actually here standing in front of it as well, just spectating the end of the match. I see Rip, Houdini, and Bjorn, both of them. The last few members of the Albanian Crusaders. Albanians, yeah. Just
I find that very
Albans?
funny.
Albanians. How do we
I
call
don't
them?
know. I don't know what you call them, but I'm pretty sure it's probably not the Albanians.
Crusaders. Let's just call them the Crusaders. I'm
Yeah,
fine
let's
with
call
that.
them that. How about that?
I'm fine with that.
I would love
The
to.
Island Kingdom actually has started a skirmish with the skirmish with the Glarianids. Of course, they can't do much because there are so many of them. While being flanked as well, the aliens trying to get a 1 kill out of it. No, it seems like they're running. And the Glarianids do not have to chase this time around because they can just, well, they can get it done. As long as they hold this position, they have nothing to fear from.
Both sides know, or 3 sides actually still fighting, know that they must hold the grounds.
If only the Crusaders actually come in clutch to help the aliens, that could make it a fair battle at least. It does not seem like they have that bravery though.
It seems
Although
like
they do actually. They are coming from behind, and they are trying something at least. It could become an actual battle if they decide to actually work together a little bit. The first alien warrior seems to go down. Not VVM. That's the first one to go down. The next one, it's a very big battle between the aliens and the Glarianids. It looks like STBNL is the next one to go down. And on the other side, the other 2 have died as well. Now the only ones standing is Rikamaru, who has joined up with the Crusaders, it seems like. Or at least a little bit of a truce. Very smart, at least. But he is being backstabbed. Low HP. He has to make a run for it in the last few minutes.
And I mean,
He has to do something. No, he does get away though. He does get away with it.
Well, of course. I mean,
But there are only 4 enemies left with well, I can't even count them. There are so many Glarianids. And I see Rikamaru here going on a battle with Gorid, trying to get at least some kind of kill out of it, saving their own skin. Not really saving their skin, saving their honor, saving their own dignity at least a little bit in terms of combat. They have to do something for it. And Vermi is joining the battle, trying to get something out of it. Does not go for it though. Does go back towards his teammates, even though he was full HP. He could have easily taken them.
I mean, there's very little point to take them. You know, you really want to just hold the square, hold the tournament.
Glarianids, on the other hand, are going away from the tournament grounds. If they walk too far and one of the other nations does stand there, they're going to lose it.
What I'm telling you is some of them are walking away, but as you can see, there's still a force of them here on the tournament grounds.
They have all walked back indeed. There's only 5 minutes left of the skirmish. This is the last little bit of stretch. The only thing that the Island, the Crusaders, and Rikamaru can do, gotta kill Rikamaru because there's no one else left. They have to make an attack for it. They have to make a challenge. They have to try something because as it's going now, they can't do anything. Gorid, Rikamaru, and the Crusaders. Those are the last ones left. They have to try something with four of the Glarianids standing at the tournament ground. Five of them now.
I do think if you, when people look back on this battle, the wildfire potion on the bridge to begin with the nation that was sandwiched between one and the other on both sides of the bridge, I think that will be a turning point. That will be a turning point in the battle, and I think people will look back on that and go and say that that was the point where things did turn in the favor of Glarianid.
The Alien Kingdom definitely had the most members at the start of the battle. However, the Alien Kingdom got sandwiched between the high ground that the Glarianids had and the backstab that the Crusaders did on them, making it completely impossible to survive. Losing a lot of warriors, losing that many people is just that's a battle done already. And you can see it here. Like there's only one Alien Kingdom here. Gorid is standing all alone, but he is being sandwiched once more. He must have a serious deja vu right with that. They are charging him. Gorid is trying to lead them away, but the Glarianids are not dumb. They are keeping some people behind.
I don't know who their leader is for this battle, but they're making the right call.
That's a good person. I would expect it to be either Litman or Tom Shadow. Actually, Tom Shadow probably not, because he's not really using his microphone a lot.
I would like. Could we get a bit of information on the leader of the Glarianids?
I don't think I can, Mike. Actually.
Let's ask the back office. The back office. Could you give us some information? Who's their leader? Who's been shout calling for them?
I just got information. It is Mumluk who is doing the leader for the Glarianid.
He is a very competent PvPer. I've known Mamluk by many names. He is probably one of the better leaders as well in terms of PvP. So it's quite amazing.
Well, if it's all thanks to him that they're doing this good, then indeed it was. The music is getting more tense by the minute, but the Glarianids are holding the tournament grounds completely in lockdown mode. Do not forget, you need to hold the tournament grounds itself, not the front of it, to actually start winning. I say, as Gorid actually tries to get back into the fight once more, does have to go rushing away because his health was low after a few hours being shot.
I am being told by an unnamed source within the fighting ranks that the ones we are being called the Glarianids are actually the Wiccans.
That is exactly the same for our forces, indeed.
They're asked to call them the Wiccans rather than Glarianid.
They prefer to be called the Wiccans.
Yeah.
Oh, not that weird.
The
Seeing that is
Wiccans,
their origin.
likely. I mean, the Wiccans do
There's only
look like
1 minute remaining, and they are forcing everyone out of the arena. There are some people standing in the middle. It is a job done. The Wiccans, Gliranids, whatever you want to call them, they are going to go away with the win. There is nothing any of the kingdoms can do about this. That is a job well done.
very well done. Well, I think that was quite an amazing tournament, actually. I'm not sure about you, but I very much enjoyed the first half. I enjoyed the second half even more when I got to come and join you guys.
Indeed, indeed it was. Thank you for thank you for joining us in this amazing tournament with with multiple champions in multiple sessions. Can I have any information about who has won everything? Because I have kindly forgot who has won the Joust, Melee, and Archery. Owner or Green, maybe one of you knows, then we can know exactly, then we can have everything done. Thank you. For the Joust, the champion is Brenna. For the Archery, the champion has been Veldens. And for the Melee, the champion has been Veldens as well, having 2 wins for the Veldens, with the Skirmish has been won for Clarinid. God, it's difficult to say. Just call them the Wiccans. Okay. The Wiccans only have won 1. That was the Skirmish. Then you had the Jousting tournament. It was the Brenners. But overall champions has been the Veldens, with both the win in Archery and Melee.
Very well deserved, I think.
Very well deserved indeed. So now the champion of the nations, the previous one was our time, since they were not there anymore. The sign has already been replaced with Glarinid. Maybe it should be replaced with Glarinis, aka Wiccans, to be honest.
The real name would be Synanthrium, which I'm struggling to pronounce. Synanthrium, yep. They have many names.
No idea.
Too many names. But no.
They have fucking 4 names. Okay, it's the Wiccans, as long as we know that. Congratulations. Congratulations to winning the overall tournament. I hope everyone has had fun. At least I certainly did. What about you, Harold?
Yes, very nice to be here again.
I can only imagine what the other caster found, but I think he had fun because, well, he stayed for quite a long time, even though he left. In the end, just going to confirm it that this stream is soon ending. And we have heard that we have to close it up. Harold, thank you for joining me at the last half of the tournament. I've definitely had fun. I hope everyone watching has had a lot of fun. I hope everyone participating had even more fun, because that's what it all is about in the end. I am the Deep Voice guy. My co-caster was Alti. The other person here is Harold. The streamer is Green. And the owners, thank you for organizing this amazing event, and we'll see you all next time.